everybody, we are now live. Let me just drop this audio down a little bit. Let me switch the music as well. We'll switch it over to a little bit more relaxing. Not really hyping up for anything too crazy right now. So we're live. We're just gonna do some Marauders. I mean, my KvK just kind of started. Haven't really done a video on it yet. I will eventually, and we're just gonna get grinding. I mean, what else do we have to do nowadays? It's Rise of Kingdoms. Gotta farm some good old barbarians. Lizard Jesus, welcome to the stream. Hello lads, let's go. Couldn't agree more. And Mr. Siege, welcome to the stream as well. He is a fellow content creator, if you guys didn't know. Let me quickly, I'm trying to hit this one Marauder. It's kind of like the side of Barbarian. I don't want to hit the Barbarian, so I'm gonna hit the Marauder. Unless I get AoE value, I mean, yeah. What kingdom is he in? If you're thinking about me, I'm in 1534 right now. That's my current kingdom, and I think I'm gonna stay here unless there's like a civil war. So for now, I'm going to be chilling around in 1534 for a little bit. Anyways, the people here a bit early. Today's stream, I mean, we're just going to be real simply, we're going to just be like pretty chill today. There's nothing too crazy going on. There's no like civil wars. I'm happy to look at KvKs. I'm happy to even look at accounts if you guys want me to give advice, etc. Just let me know. Just send messages in the live stream chat. It's just going to be me really farming barbs for the most of it and answering your questions as well. Alright, let's see if there's any more barbs around here. Oh, there's something here. I like to teleport usually like out to zone 1 whenever I'm fighting barbs. Currently doing Marauders, you're in pre-KvK too, nice. You also started uploading your own videos, nice. Consider checking out Lizard's channel as well. Marauders are actually, I mean, they're pretty chill just to like relax with. Seems like we've signed up for Osiris League as well. Not something that I'm doing. I'm way too low in power, and also it's not the best time for me. Usually like it's midnight whenever I do, what is it, like Osiris League. See, I've got 53 of these warm leather satchels. I'm gonna do a quick poll. Do we save all the satchels until the end of the stream and open them then, or do we open them now, like as we go? Let's see. Engage, let's make a poll. What to do with satchels? What to do with satchels? I spelled that wrong, but it's okay. Save them till end and do massive opening. So I'm gonna probably grind for like 3-4 hours and then open them now. Open them as we go. We'll do that. Alright guys, the poll's up. Consider responding, whatever you want to say. Which one would you rather? I'm planning on max buying Honda from the store to put behind your CPO. I mean, max buying Honda from the store, it's okay if you're willing to spend the money. He actually is probably one of the stronger commanders in there. But with CPO, you're honestly probably just better off putting Guan there instead of the Honda, to be honest. I hope that I don't butcher this. Is it Amjad? 100% butchered that. He says hello to you as well. Can you show me the kingdom ranks in pre-KvK? Sure, I'll show them right now. Let's just march this over to here. Right now, we are looking at 1534 is rank 5. I think, let me show the allies first, because I'm sure people want to know that. And then I'll show, like, which ranks are which. And there's a bit of drama with this KvK, which I'll get into in a minute. But really, I'm in Earth Camp, and we're allied with Fire Camp. We're against Wind and Water. So it's a top on bottom KvK, which, sounds bad. No, I pronounced it better than most people. Well, I would take that. Usually, I butcher names that aren't like Bob and Bob, Jack. Very easy to say names. I usually butcher them if they're not like that. Anyway, so yeah, we're allied with Fire, and we are Earth Camp. And here's the current stats. Our allies 3086 rank 1. Our enemies in 1256 are rank 2. Allies again in 2139 are rank 3. Our enemies in Wind Camp 2098, they're rank 4. My kingdom personally is rank 5. Our campmates are rank 6. Our enemies for Water Camp 1596 are rank 7. And our biggest enemy of the whole KvK is currently rank 8. And I say the biggest enemy for 1568 because apparently, and I wasn't in the kingdom when this happened, but 1568 actually betrayed the kingdom that I'm in. In our last KvK, I think we were allies. If the king does come onto the stream, he will probably, if he comes on, I'll ask him to explain it more. But I'm pretty sure we were allies, and they pretty much stole the Great Ziggurat from us. and there was a civil war pretty much mid-KvK, and we beat them in that civil war. So we actually decided to go with Heroic Anthem just to beat, just to fight our enemies again. I'm in KvK with Omniarch. Which kingdom is he? Is he in 15? Is he in 1568? Because I heard a bunch of people in my kingdom were like, next time you make a video, you should really trash talk Omniarch. I hope he's in 1568. That'd be so funny. We gotta do it like a mediation stream after. We get on stream and chat about the KvK or something. Nice. You thought I was potentially in your KvK. Am I in your KvK? Omniarch is 1568. That's why everyone in my kingdom hates Omniarch. That makes a lot of sense. I can assure you there are many hostilities for Omniarch in our kingdom. Like everybody who's telling me you should blame Omniarch in your next videos, and they're all telling me how they hate 1598. I didn't know he was in that kingdom. I will drop a bit of flame here. I think we're gonna whoop their ass. So if we lose right now, it's my reputation on the line. Hope you zero him for being a siege header. If I get the chance, I'm sure the king would actually let me rally Omniarch City because it would make for fire content. Just saying, like he would probably be like, yeah, you should certainly rally him. And then I would make a full video about it because it'd be hilarious. And if Omniarch rallies me, I hope he makes a full video about it. Because once again, that would be hilarious. So if either of us get zeroed by the other person, they better make a video about it, just saying. He should say, I zeroed a pathetic archmain, and then I don't know what I would title my one. I zeroed my arch nemesis creator. I didn't actually get much time to do Marauders yesterday though, which was unfortunate. Good luck against 1568, that's a strong kingdom. I mean, right now, I'm sure they've got some plan for what they plan to do, but they are like dead last in Marauders by quite a bit, by like four times the score. I think they're probably planning on saving AP for like Barbarian Forts or something, but I don't know. They're really far behind. Or maybe they're just saving all of their satchels just to do like a secret endgame push kind of thing. I'd siege rally him given the chance. No, you'd probably be better off with a siege swarm there. Siege rallies are, yeah. This new Canyon Clash event is pretty interesting. I did my attacks. I feel like I'm playing Clash of Clans right now. We're losing because most of our Canyon lineups are pretty shitty. But to be honest, it's kind of cool. I mean, I said let's have a bunch of new events. Lilith clearly been listening. They've dropped a bunch of new events. I mean, this is something we've never ever seen before. Just really, it's actually a pretty cool game mode. I'm definitely not complaining about it. And then you got our battleground. It's actually like I'm playing Clan Wars right now. Just looking at this stuff. Does every single kingdom have Canyon Clash? Or is it like a KvK? Like just before you go in KvK? Is it just part of the events that came around before? Like the season events? These ones? Used to be in 1568, they don't push for Marauders, and they try to get placement 5 for extra march speed. Okay, so they're more like after the field dominance rather than like rally dominance, I'm guessing. Yeah, you get 3% march. It's actually, that's not that bad of a strat. If you're looking for field trades, going for rank 5, it works out. Like, it's gonna do pretty good. Because the march speed, in my opinion, is arguably one of, if not the most important stats for open field. Because good march speed means you can get away from a lot of bad fights. So, but then again, rank 1 with 3% all damage, it's pretty good. But it's more risky trying to go for that. Managed to get a decent trade, rallying an 83 million power city, but he was using Charles Martel YSG. I mean, yeah, that's a very outdated garrison. Most things would kind of shred that, but hey, why not? I'm surely you made a video on that as well. I rallied siege into a city. And it wasn't a joke, it was actually being serious. Oh, I've got to end that poll from before. I've got to end the poll. What are the votes looking at? Save them till the end for a massive opening did win. So that's how we're going to go with it. We're going to do one big opening at the end of all the satchels and then all the kingdom supply chests. You know what they say, it gives extra dopamine when you open them in like one big bundle. Okay. These Marauders, I mean, they're kind of spread out, but because I'm not in like the main zone, I'm in the middle of nowhere, it's not that bad. Check the video, presumably you didn't see it. I probably haven't seen it, no. I don't really funny enough, as a Rise of Kingdoms YouTuber, I don't watch too much Rise of Kingdoms content. So I mean, usually I have two options. I either play the game or I watch some Rise of Kingdoms videos. I usually end up playing the game instead. But if you shoot me a link in Discord, I'll probably watch it after the stream. I'm not going to claim those yet. I mean, I've actually, you know what? If you were on the last stream, if whoever was on the last stream where I blew 12,000 gems by accident and wasted those, kind of made them back, not even going to lie. I was killing a bunch of barbs the other day, if you know, for the event, just the 7k gem pass. I made a lot of gems back off that, so I'm not complaining. I'm up probably about 8,000 gems since last stream, which is crazy considering it was probably like a week ago. And 8,000 in a week is a lot for me since I don't farm gems. Oh, let's do this. Alright, I put an ad delay because for some reason they were pumping the thing with ads and I don't want the stream just to be an ad show, so I put an ad delay on the stream. There shouldn't be any ads for like the next 10-20 minutes. Pretty cool how YouTube lets you control that, I'm not gonna lie. What do I think is better for your relic? Constantine Lauche and or Echelon. Oh, Constantine Lauche with Arc or Echelon. Are you going for, I don't think, does Constantine have any buffs, like direct buffs onto other marches? I'm not sure, let me see. I think do I have him unlocked? No, I do, there we go. Constantine getting health, up to 5 nearby, including his take 10% less damage. With Echelon, that would go up to like what? Like 10.05? Let me see. Is Echelon this one? Oh, it's multiplied by 1.2 up to a maximum of 5% of the original value. I mean, you would get like 2% extra all damage reduction. I mean, that's good for surrounding marches. So it depends. Would you rather the buffs or would you rather go with the damage with Arch? That's what I'd really say. I think if you're using Constantine, you're probably rocking him more as a support commander, so you might as well run Echelon formation. That's my guess. But if you're going for kills, you're supposed to go with Arch. But I mean, it is also what is it? It's kind of like a bit weird to use Constantine for kills. That's what I was trying to say. You watch tons of creators' videos just like every one of mine. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I used to be really big into watching Rise of Kingdoms videos, and then now I've hit like year 11, which is pretty big in Australia. You get pumped with assessments and stuff. So it's usually get home, do schoolwork, and then either go to the gym if I don't have homework, or do homework and study and then record a video. It's usually like how it goes. How many chests am I aiming at? I don't usually aim at chests. I try go for like 1,000,000 points. That's usually what I go for. 100 chests is always cool though, I'm not gonna lie. I did open 3 because I like not before the stream. I was looking at them like, I don't remember where I got these gold versions of the compensation chests because it's been so long since I did KvK. I forgot they're called like Crusader Supply chests or something. And so I opened them and I was like, oh, that's what they are. But yeah, I'm mainly after the speed ups. I'm not too bad on speed ups right now, but I wouldn't mind a few extra. I'm exchanging them now, but I'm not even gonna open them until a little bit later. Just keep saving them up. I think at this point, pick whatever formation has the best stats since both are giving value. Yeah, that's definitely fine. Show the stream Davide's clip. I'm not going to do that. If you guys didn't know, the guy that just messaged on the stream, Nevnak, he's an actual person I know in real life. So I think it'd be pretty funny if you guys go and subscribe to him. He just re-uploads other people's videos, pretty much steals them. Still very funny. Why not? Because then I have to switch screens. I'm not bothered to do that. That's basically the only reason. You would like that? Yeah, so you guys go subscribe to Nevnak. And then come back to the stream. I'll pop some of these open now. Oh, I've got the 650 gems as well. Can't forget those. Another goal of mine though is working on a Shobanipal, and he's getting closer to 5552, which is a big milestone because that's 75 gold hits per level. Kinda stupid how expensive commanders get towards the end. Which is why in yesterday's video I did kind of give commanders who had cheap investments, like cheap skill investments, a few extra points I think when it came to like their skills. So commanders like Zhu Lang and Lache who need their expertise usually, or their expertise is really good, did lose a few points in that regard because it's like, you have to expertise them. Or you preferably want to expertise them. I also haven't done daily quests in a while, which I probably should be doing because they give pretty good gems. The reason I stopped doing them was I trained a bunch of troops for pre-KvK, and then I've trained more now. I think I trained more, right? Yeah, they're currently sitting around. Oh, Belisarius dropped a quick thumbs up. Thank you to the person who subbed. Nevnak is quite appreciative. He's also the head mod on my Discord. For what that's worth. So if you guys want to subscribe to the head mods channel instead of just a friend of mine, it might sound a little bit cooler. Mr. Siege doing the community a favor. He subscribed. El Presidente. Okay, sure. I forgot who gave. Did you give yourself that title? I should probably give him a mod role on my stream. I just don't know how to do that. Special talented revival helm or archer KvK helm. Archer KvK helm is probably just gonna win that. Revival helm when talented has like a total of 10% defense, I'm pretty sure. Special talented KvK helm has like 20% attack. You ask for it, I'll give it to you at some point. Yeah, 20% attack, it's gonna beat 10% defense. Even if it's like 18-19% attack, it's still just gonna beat the 10% defense. Not to mention you can iconic it up to tier 5, and it's just gonna be way better. New sub, love the content, thank you very much. Oh, you asked for the role on Discord? Okay, sure. I already gave that to you. I mean, I have given that to you. We're gonna burn through a bit of action points here. I've got so many action points, I've never actually run out of AP. Like, all these action points here, I've never ever been at complete 0 on bottles. You can make him a mod on this chat? Yeah, I probably will. Don't bother with the stream mod. I mean, it's at least cool to pretend like I have stream mods. Let me see, I think I can do it through here, right? Oh, nope, that's the wrong person. Add as moderator. Can manage blocked words, chat modes in live or scalability of standard moderators. Sure, now you're a head mod, Nevin. Nevin's also my head mod in my stream as well now. Thank you, sir. No problem. I should get some stream mods at some point, but to be fair, my stream chat is really tame, like all the time. I think I've only ever blocked people who've like sent racist stuff in comments on videos, like never on a stream. There might be like one person who I blocked on a stream who was like insulting people or something. They got a block. But other than that, I've never really had to block anyone on the stream. And I've given a few like timeouts on my Discord from some people who like message in the wrong chats, like the general chat once was full of jumper ads from this like one guy, and he got like a timeout for a week or something. But other than that, usually even my Discord's pretty tame. Unless the moderators, which Nevnak can answer, unless they're going crazy constantly blocking people, and I've never noticed. Let's see. Any more marauders out here? Really? None? You know what we should do? We should get justice. I'll see if someone's using justice. Also, I'm gonna switch. Yeah, okay, that's good. I was gonna say I'll switch the chat out of Alliance chat because they'll probably discuss something about KvK in there. And we'll probably. Oh wow, that's a 2-minute walk. I don't want to walk 2 minutes. Is there anything closer? Like a marauder on the way there? Oh, there's one. This one here. Go for this one. Let's ask, is justice open? Oh, I smashed the remote. Is justice open? Honestly, we should have a march speed buff. At Mr. Siege, new upload on the way. I wonder where his new upload's gonna be. Probably, is it gonna be someone else's video you stole again? Also, I'm quite happy to have someone with a spanner that appears in my chat now, even though we're not gonna have to ban anyone. Also, I don't know what to buy out of the shop right now. I think I'll just buy the transmutation stone. Because, I mean, I'm 10 points off getting the gems. Nah, you made it? You actually made a video? GG. I can't get the gems here, which is probably the best thing to get. So I reckon I just get the transmutation stone and I just buy some. What's my lowest resource? I just buy some wood. That's probably what I'd do. But this is what I'm gonna do because I can't get the gems. I got the wood. Feel free to watch mine too. Exactly, you gotta repay the favor here. Wait, could I buy an extra? Good, I don't know, why didn't let me buy that extra one. There we go. So now we've got, oh, I didn't mean to push that. Now we've got a bunch of extra resource counts. We got like what, 10 more of these, and no, there's 20 more of these, and like 10 more, 15, 16 of these. What is that in resources? 20 of these is like 20 million plus another, it's like 30 million, that's pretty good. And 15, 16 of these. I don't know what that is. I'm not bothered to do the math there. It's probably like 18 million. Maybe I'll convert you to a siege lover. Nevnak doesn't actually play Rise of Kingdoms. he hasn't. I don't think he's ever even downloaded the game. He's literally just someone I know from school. He's a friend of mine from school. That's pretty much as far as that goes with his. I don't think he wouldn't know about Rise of Kingdoms unless I was like playing it. Maybe you've seen some ads. I don't know. What's bull? That I'm your friend from school, or that you wouldn't know about Rise of Kingdoms? Or that you don't play Rise of Kingdoms? Because you definitely don't. Oh wow, yeah, no. He's my head mod. Like, literally has the power to delete my Discord server. Never played Rise of Kingdoms. You're cracked out of your mind. You don't even have the game. Maybe he is actually just on, he's just on crack. That's why it's out of his mind. Download it. Yeah, you should download it, come to 1568, and then never log in again. I think I'm probably the only person at my school who like actively plays Rise of Kingdoms, and I think we have like probably 1,000 something students at the school. I haven't found a single other person that I should send a school email, whole school wide, looking for Rise of Kingdoms players for my Rise of Kingdoms lunchtime club. I reckon that will get a lot of traction actually. Also, it doesn't seem like justice is open since we haven't got a response. Didn't mean to go back to my city, but I'm here now, so claim up this stuff. Oh, we should heal the hospital, you know, lots of sevs coming in from the barbs. And we hit 40k gems as well. How many gems will we hit by the end of the stream? Real question. I reckon I'll hit like 41,000. No, because if we open the chests, we got these Kingdom Supply chests at the end. If we open them, I'll be at like what? 50,000 maybe? If we get, no, that's a bit crazy as well. But probably 45,000 gems by the end of the stream at least. Hit these Marauders. And then there's some up here, and then I think we can continue going up. There's a cluster up here, and there's some more further up. Okay, no need to march like 15 minutes anymore. I would like to take a quick peek at 1598 though, considering it is Omniarch's, it's 1568, sorry. Considering it's Omniarch's kingdom. Pretty sure someone told me this and I completely forgot it. Like someone before the stream. SOC barbs give more than Marauders. Yeah, they do give more speed ups and stuff, and gems. But I'm doing it mainly for the points as well. Alright, let's see, where's Omniarch? I mean, he's not in the top, like not in the R4. If I pass him, someone like let me know in the chat. If I find his account, I'll message, did you know I'm gonna zero you or something crazy, because that'll be funny. There he is. Alright, what's in the album? That's an interesting picture. I don't know if it has, who is this? I'll drop a like on it. Oh, these are like video thumbnails, that makes sense. I'm gonna zero you this KvK. I am going to zero you this KvK for content. I'll drop like a cheering emoji. Oh no, I don't. Did they have like the I'll do this one then. Look at Discord. I'll look at Discord in a minute. Marauders great for speed ups though. Yeah, they are really, yeah, probably best actually. Yeah, they're best value for speed ups. Looks like something off the Yu-Gi-Oh thumbnails of his. Ah, okay. Das says hello. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully, I wasn't gonna try pronounce the first part of your name because I'm no clue how to say it. Exodus from Yu-Gi-Oh, I think. Ah, okay. Zuj Herman or Zuj Shobani Pal. You'd probably be better off with Herman. I mean, a Shobani Pal's a good investment for like 2 to 3 Archer Marches, but he's not your #1 pick. I'll check Discord as well now. Guys, I was lying. Nevin does have Rise of Kingdoms, or Nevnak has Rise of Kingdoms. He's in a Mystery Kingdom. BCom 14. Let's see what alliance, what kingdom that is. He does have Rise of Kingdoms. He's alliance, or the main alliance in the kingdom. What kingdom is this? 2814. What an old kingdom. Must be a pro. He has 90,000 power. Yes, Nevnak, I thought I'd seen it before. Ah, okay. So you guys know Yu-Gi-Oh. I'm not a Yu-Gi-Oh guy. I was a Pokemon guy back in the day. I actually scammed, this is a funny story. I scammed a kid out of a bunch of Pokemon cards. So what happened was, I'll just tell this story because why not? When I was in primary school, I had I was like the guy people would go to authenticate if a card was real or fake. And because I held that power, and Nevnak would know this story, because I held that power, everyone would come to me like, is this card real or is this card fake? Guess what I decided to do? I went and bought a bunch of really, really fake Pokemon cards. If you've ever had Pokemon cards, you would know, like, they've got thumbs up on them and stuff. Like, not thumbs up, like, the real cards have just, like, the Pokemon card and the background is a certain color and everything's in, like, a pretty specific shape and stuff. But I went and got these cards that were, like, holographic plastic with a massive thumbs up on them. Like, it's just a huge thumbs up across them. And I had, like, thousands of these super rare Pokemon that I got for, like, $2 at, like, a shop. It's a shop in Sydney, Australia called Silly Willy's. The shop was actually called Silly Willy's. And, because of how I, like, was able to authenticate cards, there was this one kid who I didn't really like, and he had a bunch of, like, not rare Pokemon cards, but he had some slightly expensive ones, not even expensive, but just, like, slightly rarer than fake cards that are worth 10 cents. And so I just started overpaying him in fake Pokemon cards that were worth nothing, and I scammed him, like, to the ground. And so the day he found out was the day he left the school, and since then I still have all the Pokemon cards I scammed him for. So yeah, it is what it is. I even told him that my cousin took the Pokemon cards and he changed countries, which didn't happen. Where am I from? I'm from Australia, in Australia, New South Wales. And this is why Pokemon cards got banned in schools everywhere. Yeah, I think that is why they got banned in schools everywhere. To be fair, I did actually get scammed later on because one of my friends somehow managed to convince me a card that I said was fake was real. And then I ended up trading with the guy and I got scammed. And ever since then, I haven't traded Pokemon or really played Pokemon or looked at Pokemon cards. Sydney? Yeah, I'm in Sydney. It was the same at your school. Did you hold the same power? Can you tell me how they will perform Zooge plus the Sherbunny power? Honestly, I don't really know exactly how I could show you how they're going to perform. It's just that Zulang Herman will just have more value because the Sherbunny power doesn't have any debuffs. People were stealing them and making awful trades. I mean, the stealing them part, I believe. And the awful trades, yeah. Hamil scammed the crap out of your cards. I mean, that's funny. Yeah, so I've always been a bit of a con artist with the Pokemon, not even gonna lie. There was another kid I scammed. He had a bunch of old Pokemon cards, like 1980s style Pokemon cards, and he was like a kindergarten student, and everyone was like, he's got such cool Pokemon cards, but they all had like low damage because they're old cards, and so everyone was like, they're cool and all, but they suck because they do like 100 damage moves, and everyone's rocking cards that are like 500 damage, 300 damage, whatever, and so what happened is I went up to this kid and I gave him like a few cards that are probably worth like $1. They're worth like $1, and I traded him these cards, and they're not really good. Like they weren't amazing at the time, but they had better like stats than his cards. And so this guy gave me like, I think it was like 2 or 3 really, really old Pokemon cards, and I was looking about a year ago, and the card that I got from him is worth $2,000. So I've actually scammed a kindergarten kid back in like 5 years ago for a $2,000 Pokemon card, considering it is slightly damaged, and I think it's not holographic or something. It's no, it's slightly damaged. I think that's why. It's probably only worth like $400 or $500. But yeah, I pretty much did scam a kindergarten kid for $500. But to be fair, I gave him a real Pokemon card. It wasn't a fake one. He agreed to make the trade. I just knew that old Pokemon cards usually sell for a lot. And I still have it. Right, I gotta go to work later, guys. See you, Mr. Siege. Thanks for coming by. If you're from Western Sydney, this story is not hard to believe. I am from Western Sydney area. And yeah, it definitely happened. So yeah, I scammed a few kids back in my day in primary school. Ever since then, I haven't been scamming with the Pokemon though. It's okay. I don't think I've done any particularly large scamming since my scheming back in primary school. Oh, hey Tyrannus, welcome to the stream. Wait, if you're here real quick, can you explain the drama with 1568 if you're still on the stream? Tyrannus is one of the kingdom leaders. I don't think you're one of the kings. No, you're not. You're one of the main R4s though. You probably have R4 right now. Nope, but you'd be in the rank 3 section. Also no, well you are just, I know you're one of the R4s. And I'm sure you know a little bit about the drama with 1568. Smashing in a couple of marauders still going. There's one back here as well I want to grab. I haven't done all the villages and caves on this map yet, but hey, who cares? Oh, what's going on? I mean, I don't know about currently. I don't think there's anything particularly spicy, but I think I said at the start of the stream, our kingdom in 1568. I think 1568 stole the Great Ziggurat and it resulted in a civil war or something. Here we go. This is what Tyrannus. He's one of the people who was around. The KvK before our previous one, so the one before I streamed, so 2 KvKs ago. We were allies with them and 3 other kingdoms from a fire camp in Heroic Anthem. So we were allies with 1560. I got that part of the story right at least. Pretty good to at least yeah, I got that part right. Because I've heard some snippets of it throughout the kingdom, people talking about like being betrayed. I've heard you mention it before. And I just didn't know fully exactly what happened, so. What's up with me getting like one satchel? We were getting like 5s and 2s and even just 3s before, now it's just 1. Which is rubbish. Oh, we got 4 that time, that kind of makes up for it. Here's another one down here. I feel like we're just moving in circles around this area. Any more respawn that I can go hit? There's some over here I'll move to next. These marauders are... Sorry, we've got to open these satchels, what I meant to say. So we've got 60 of them right now. I'm looking mainly for... Well, that's what I needed, and I got the most of them. That's nice. Lilith nerfed marauders, really? Is that like in the update patch notes? Oh, wow, we went up like 100 ranks there. They don't drop as much satchels anymore. I mean, I think after that, sometimes you get unlucky, but I think that was... The second roll there was not that bad. 4 of them. Dropping the 4... Good old 4 satchels. Real quick, I'm gonna skip this song and the next one because they're kind of boring. Is this one better? Yeah, this one's alright. Alright, let's see. We won the star because based off our DKP and okay, they won the star. We won the star based off the DKP. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically it's like a point system kingdoms use. I'm sure most of you are familiar with it, but basically it's a way of saying this is how many kills you got relative to your power. This is how many deads you got relative to your power. Here's your DKP points. Most kingdoms use that system. And we were accused of skewing stats even though we didn't. 1568 built a fort at the Shared Pass days prior to Kingsland, which was suspicious. So what we can quickly summarize of what Tyrannus has said is that we were probably, I'm guessing we agreed, all the kingdoms agreed to use the DKP system, and we won like we won off the DKP, so we were able to get the ziggurat. Usually most KvKs go with whichever kingdom got the most DKP gets the zig. And then, so I'm guessing 1568 was not very happy about that, because they built a fort of the past. And I think this is where like the civil war bit kind of comes in. There was one report of a member swarming a city by accident. They used their evidence that we did our zone 5. Alright, wait, one sec, let's get to this. There was one report of one member swarming a city. This song was actually bad as well. That's a better song. There was one report of one member swarming a city by accident that used their evidence that we did. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, remember this part. Our zone 5 went 5+ days, which fell within one of the Dark Altar fights. Alright, so what happened here? This bit, I remember actually the king telling me this. What happened was 1568 accused people from our kingdom because one person had hit, I think it was one of our own cities or one of their cities by accident. They accused them of skewing the stats. That was their evidence because they hit one city. I can say my time in 1534, there was no stat skewing when I was in last KvK. And I've been pretty public about stuff that I don't like. So if people are skewing stats, I would mention that. And there were deads during the Dark Altar fights. Due to that, they said that we were feeding deads. I mean, yeah, that's kind of dumb of them to do. Like, it would be what, 300,000 deads? This was due to the reason we were still fighting. So basically, what I can pull away from this so far is us in 1534. We were still fighting for our, not Dark Altar, our Zone 5. And obviously, we were still taking deads, and a Dark Altar occurred at the same time, so 1568 would have run a scan, and then it would have said that we were getting deads during the fight, and as you can see, we were still fighting during that part of the KvK. I'm guessing this is going to evolve into how they tried to steal the Great Ziggurat, and did we win that part? That's what I'm wondering as well. But yeah, so that you can see just... Tyrannus has sent like 4 paragraphs of the drama, so it goes deep. Less than 24 hours after Kingsland ending, they cut all of your lines from the past 7, refused sub-zeroing cities or let up Kingsland until we outright gave them the star. Oh, okay, so they basically stole the ziggurat. Well, I mean, yeah, I think that we should whoop their ass now. Let's be real. Quite happy to be enemies with them. Omniarch, I'm coming for your city, like I said in the DM to you. And I will definitely be zeroing myself for this KvK for the drama, because I can make some videos out of drama out of this. And hey, let's get some beef going with Omniarch. That's why I messaged him saying I was gonna zero his city. Anyways, guys, I think that's a pretty good story of like all the drama. So now if anyone asks why we got drama, I think it's a fairly simple reason. I just start reading off the paragraphs. I can't believe Omniarch would brag about those cities they zeroed. I remember this now. That's crazy. I think the king was telling me he goes on to like every single video about the king was telling me, like, our king from 1534 was telling me that he hopefully he doesn't get mad I say this, but he messages every single ally that, like, every single KvK that 1568 has been in, he messages all the kingdoms and their kings, and is like proving all the evidence as to like why they cheated and started zeroing us for the stars, which I think is great. I think that's great. He's still kind of mad about it, which I think is funny. So we're gonna exact revenge this KvK. This is the big KvK, guys. This is like the revenge-filled beef KvK where everything's gonna get settled out and we're gonna beat their ass, hopefully. And they're gonna lose, hopefully. And I'm gonna make some videos out of it, regardless of if we win or lose. We had some rewards, however, lost the majority of the ore-KvKs, which is why this was a huge issue for us. Yeah, especially since back then, I'm pretty sure you couldn't really share them as much, and also ore-KvKs were pretty new back then, so you definitely wanted a few. Hello Syndicate, easy question for you. You're 50 heads away from Zuelang expertise. You got Home and Prime 5551. What would my second march be if you also had YSG expertise, excluding, heading into KvK 4 for the first time? Damn, you got a stacked account if you're going to SOC first time with that. So my advice, I mean, yeah, definitely finish the Zuelang. That's a good idea. Running with the Home and Prime, that's definitely solid. Then you've got really 2 options with YSG. You can get a Shobani Pal and run a Shobani Pal with YSG. Actually, really 3 options. And I think that's going to be your best overall, not really investment, but your best current trades. Because I'm guessing you're only running 2 marches. So if you're running the Shobani Pal with YSG, you don't really need crazy debuffs right now. And the Shobani Pal is just going to trade pretty good all round. So you could certainly run him with the YSG. You'll get tons of AoE kills. He's got defense and march speed, which YSG needs. And that's going to be a very solid march. To get a little bit more about debuffs, you can pick up Boudica Prime and run Boudica Prime YSG for a second Archer March. Something I personally ran for a very long time. Once again, really solid march. You'll still get decent trades, but it's not going to be as strong in trades as a Boudica Prime, as a Shobani Pal. So if you're running a YSG with Boudica, you're going to get the better debuffs off Boudica. So if you move towards maybe a Cav and an Infantry March, it'll be better. But if you are not moving towards that, you'd stick with a Shobani Pal. And then the final option is if you want really good tankiness with fairly good DPS, you can go with the Henry, who is kind of like a slightly more tanky version of the Shobani Pal without the AoE. So he's going to have Boudica level damage, just he's also going to be way more tankier than a Shobani Pal. So that's your real 3 options. Personally, if I did look at your current marches, I would probably say go for the Assure Bunny Pass since you're only rocking 2 marches. Lost respect for Omniarch, not gonna lie. Yeah, now that I know the full story, I kind of lost respect. I don't know if it's directly Omniarch, he's probably not in Kingdom leadership, but I did lose respect for 1568, even though I didn't really have much because I'm just being a bit of a sheep. Whatever the king says, I'm just gonna follow. I grab this, I can't reach this town, because my marshes are all over it. Good Gamers Germany, I can read that name. That's a great name right there. Good Gamers Germany says hello. Welcome to the stream, Good Gamers Germany. We are coming for 1568 and haven't forgotten with the blood emoji. He's not in 1568 leadership, FYI, before you go. Okay, yeah, so I was right about that. So, I mean, you couldn't really blame him, Omniarch, directly. He's not in the leadership. It's like if our kingdom did something like that, I'm not in leadership, I'd just do whatever I'd been told to do, really. Omniarch, kind of a slime, eh? I mean, if he's not in kingdom leadership, it's whatever. If I was in KvK and our king was like, yo, you got to zero like these players because they're faking stats, I'd be like, oh, okay, sure. That's just like what it is. So I'll back Omniarch slightly on that one. His kingdom though, his kingdom leadership and all that, I'm so down to fight them, and I'm still down to zero Omniarch City just for the content. So don't get me wrong, guys, I'll still zero him if I find him. And if I see him on the open field, I'd be willing to dive my march straight into his, once again, just for the content. And you know, content overrules everything. Hospital bill, who cares? Speed ups, who cares? It's all about the content. Nope, I thought that was one of our alliance flags. They're a very similar color. Yeah, they've got the same logo, do they not? No, it's my old king that had that logo. You know, 15 B534 doesn't. That's why I got confused there. Where my marches now? Oh wow, they're very far. Smash this. I've been sent a friend request. I'll just make it quite obvious. I don't usually accept friend requests on the main account. By the way, we're playing at 9. That's Nevnak talking about Fortnite, by the way. I'll try to get on after the stream. We'll see. I'm joking. I'll stream Fortnite live. Gonna hit this Marauder and then this one, and it's a chain reaction. We're gonna go through the whole entire Marauder population. Yeah, the satchels right now are very underwhelming, unless I just am overestimating how many Marauders I've hit, but I feel like I've hit quite a few. And that one, every single time I say they're underwhelming, we get 4 satchels, which is just crazy. I'm like, oh, the satchels suck? Never mind, here's 4. Guys, the satchels are absolute dog water. They're rubbish right now. I'll take 3. I'm telling you, this must be the secret to beat Lilith. You just have to tell them that, like, the satchel amounts you're getting, they're really bad. I swear, if I don't get 5 satchels out of this upcoming Marauder, I'm gonna stop spending money on Rise of Kingdoms forever. Not a single dollar will be spent on the game for the next billion years. So you better get 5 satchels out of this, or I'm never ever gonna spend money ever again. Just doing the experiment. I hate this game because of the amount of satchels I'm getting. Would really make it better. I got 1. Okay, that didn't work. Deuce EX Mankind Divided is free on Epic Games Store right now. People who want to get that game off Epic Games Store, I recommend grabbing it. I'll grab it after the stream. Nevnak's my guy when it comes to games. Usually tells me, this is the one you were telling me about at school, right? And they always, he tells me about the ones that are free, and then I don't buy them for free. To be fair, actually, though, one time that was really lucky. I was really, I'm sure Nevnak would know this, but I'm really into the Fallout like game series, like the Fallout games, Fallout New Vegas 3, 4. I don't know, I just really like the series. And the day I got Epic Games, like the actual engine, it was like the day I got my computer, was the day that I actually managed to get Fallout 3, New Vegas 1 and 2 for free. Because all 4 of those games went, like they were having like a Christmas free thing on Epic Games. And so now I have all 4 of those games on my PC. Your favorite is Fallout Tactics. Isn't that the really, really rubbish one, or am I mistaking it for Brotherhood of Steel? I haven't played Fallout 1 and I haven't played Fallout 1 and also Fallout 2 yet, but I haven't. I've got like stupid amount of time in Fallout 4. I've got like 24 days worth of time in Fallout 4, which is ridiculous. I've played a bunch of modded playthroughs. I even tried to start a YouTube channel with Fallout 4 videos. Didn't work out, but I did try to do it. I've got probably about 3-4 days in New Vegas, maybe a bit more. And I've got probably about 1 or 2 days into Fallout 3. And I've got probably like 3 or 4 days into Fallout 76. Like actual active playtime. And which commanders are 24 days just on Xbox? I forgot my Steam. I probably get. Let's check how long I've got on Steam right now. And I'll read Good Game Germany in a sec what you sent. Alright, booting up Steam right now. Do I have Fallout? Oh, I don't have Fallout downloaded? Surely I do. It's Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at Freddy's, Five Nights at... I don't have Fallout. Oh no, I do. It's my favorites. There we go. I've got 133 hours on Steam with Fallout 4. With the 24 days just on Xbox. In which commanders should you invest when you come up to KvK 3? You got good infantry equipment for your current Martel plus YSG and OK equipment for your Mina plus Ethelfled. Well, if you've got, I'm guessing Martel YSG got really good infantry equipment. Move into a CPO with a Lauche. I think get CPO first because you can run CPO YSG and then get Lauche because Lauche YSG is not as good. So that's what I'd do first, and then later on I would grab like a Nevsky and a Joan. But get the CPO or Nevsky and Joan, or if new Cav commanders come out, change depending on if they're really good or not. And then with your CPO and Lauche, I'd finish them before you do a Cav march, which is probably going to be like one new commander with a Nevsky or a Joan, really. Unless 2 OP commanders come out. Or Hao Bing becomes meta, either one. Not to say Hao Bing's bad, but Nevsky is currently a tad better. Tactics is the one where you control a squad in turn-based combat. Okay, so that's the one that's... let me Google that one real quick. Is that one old as well? I don't know if Fallout Tactics is old. Fallout Tactics is Brotherhood of Steel, is it not? Hey, I mean, each to their own. Oh, I knocked over the remote again. But it's saying Fallout Tactics is Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. No, it's not. Maybe I'm confusing. Are you thinking of, Fallout Shelter? Am I still just confused? Don't disrespect Tactics like that. I mean, Google's saying Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel. Maybe I'm looking at, like, a sequel to it. No, he's right. Lizard's right, or I'm right. Because I'm confused right now. Fallout Tactics 1. 180p, just 1. Still says Brotherhood of Steel. Fallout Tactics 2. Doesn't exist, it's cancelled. Brotherhood Steel is a different game. Oh, I don't know what Fallout Tactics is then. Unless Fallout Tactics is Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel, and then there's a Fallout Brotherhood of Steel. If I'm mistaken, if maybe that's what I'm looking at. Because I think I remember watching a few YouTubers do Fallout Tactics, and then also someone else do Brotherhood of Steel. I don't know, I'm confused. I don't really look into those micro games as much. Fallout Shelter's the mobile game. Yeah, okay, I thought so. I've actually I exploited Fallout Shelter. There's if you own an iOS device, you can change the time on it. I'm sure this works with Android too. If you change your date and time, you can skip forward like a week, and you can get the Fallout, like the little lunchbox gift they give you. And so I maxed my whole entire vault within like 12 hours, which is, yeah, pretty cool. I did spend $5 for Mr. Handy, because Mr. Handy could get me 5,000 caps every single day, which was crazy. So I could skip, get 5,000 caps, and repeat it. I'm like 15, 16, not surprised I don't know Tactics. Yeah, I'm not really familiar with it. I think Fallout Brotherhood of Steel came out like 2000. Let me say exactly here. It came out in 2001. My parents probably they weren't even close to being married in 2001. They had just met. So Tactics from late 90s, early 2000s. Okay. Well, Google's even struggling to find it. So whenever I search Fallout Tactics, it's still showing up Brotherhood of Steel. Fallout Tactics 19. There must be two. There must be a Fallout Tactics and a Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel. And I still haven't played Fallout 1 or 2, which I should do at some point. Where is... There it is. You know what? I've got Steam open. Why don't I just search Fallout Tactics on there? Because usually, I think even the old Fallout games are still on here. So. Fallout. My typing skills are rubbish. Even on Steam, it's just called Fallout Tactics Brotherhood of Steel. You got it with the Anthology Edition. You got Fallout 1, 2, Tactics, and 3. I mean, it still says here Fallout Tactics and Fallout Brotherhood of Steel are the same thing. Unless it's putting both of them together. Nope. Still showing them as like the same thing, which I'm confused about. This one says, oh, is this Fallout Tactics here? Nope, still says Brotherhood of Steel. I mean, sometimes it says it, and sometimes it doesn't. I'm confused right now. This is probably it. It says Fallout Tactics. I think I found it. It is still available on Steam. It's $3 right now. Have I seen the new Age of Empires mobile game? I saw Chisco's like thumbnail for it. The game looked crazy. I didn't watch the video, but it looks like it's got cool graphics and stuff. I'm gonna quickly search it on my my mobile device, which has also got chat open, so I can't see chat for 1 second. But we're gonna real quick see this. Is it Age of Empires? Age of Apes, not what I'm looking for. Age of Empires. What was it called exactly? Oh, it's the new. Oh, it's not out yet. Okay. Is Age of Empires like a Rise of Kingdoms? I've played like a really old one. I think one in like 2010 or something. Not 2010, probably 2012. I remember playing a bit of Age of Empires back then. I didn't know what I was doing. I just kind of ended up working out. So. Same man. They recon August. So far away. Damn. I'm waiting. I've been super hyped for the Fallout 5 game coming out in 2030. It's pretty close, guys. No, it's not 2030. 2032. It's pretty close. Pretty close. So yeah, just gotta wait about a decade. AoE Age of Empires 2 is a huge community. Interesting. Age of Empires had 14,000 reviews on the App Store, which is quite a bit. Honestly, is me staring at this, it does give extra luck, see? Axe. I'm just waiting for Clash of Clans too. That's what I'm truly waiting for. I decided recently, I've been playing a lot of Clash of Clans, I was like, Town Hall 13 is kind of boring, and my Town Hall 13 is pretty solid. I mean, it's like close to max. Not really close to max, it's a slightly rushed Town Hall 13. Why not rush it up to Town Hall 15 and soon Town Hall 16? So, currently my Clash of Clans is sitting at a really, really rubbish Town Hall 15 with level 50 heroes and like trash level troops, but it's okay because I have a monolith in my city. Fallout 1 is a must play. I'll probably play it one day because I just haven't played it, but it's not the type of game I'm that interested in. Granted, I have played a game like, I think it's, what is it, KOTOR? That's how you say it? Knights of the Old Republic. It's a Star Wars game. I played 1 and 2 and I found that really fun. And the fighting in that is kind of similar to that of, like the earlier Fallout games where it's kind of turn-based. I don't know if Fallout 1 is turn-based. I think it's more like, engage in the fight and push a few buttons every now and again, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, yeah, Age of Empires 2, though, from what I've seen, does look pretty cool. I'll probably try it out when it releases. Age of Empires. But wouldn't it be slightly buggy on mobile devices, considering, that's not it. What's it exactly called? Age of Empires new game. Age of Empires 2 was 1990 something. New mobile game. Age of Empires mobile. I mean, that's pretty easy to find out. mean, that's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, how in-depth the graphics look for a mobile game. Is Age of Empires, it's online, right? I'm guessing it's like an online fighting game similar to Rise of Kingdoms. But it's gonna be like the Rise of Kingdoms type where you don't get free control of your marches. It's more like they move to a certain part of the map kind of thing. I'm mistaken, am I right there? I'm not too sure. I've never actively played Age of Empires correctly, because like I said, I was like 6 when I last played it. Didn't know what I was doing, can say that confidently. I just remember it from the logo picture, which I've just re-seen. Not even the logo picture, just the name, and like what the game looks like. Oh, here's Age of Empire Mobile. I mean, this does look pretty cool, the current one. It's not out, I can see it here. Oh, coming soon, okay. I can get it early, but it's coming soon, that's weird. Okay, so this is what I thought. Does it look like you have all new Siege experience? I mean, Mr. Siege will like that one. Ambush enemies. Oh, it looks like you do get free control of your marches. That's pretty cool. Also, if you want a game to review, Command & Conquer Legions, I think it's on mobile. It's literally a reskin of Rise of Kingdoms. I don't really do any other games but Rise of Kingdoms on this channel. Probably am going to keep it that way. But I'll probably check it out at some point, just like in the future. But yeah, usually I'm only looking at Rise of Kingdoms stuff on this channel. Alright, how many satchels we got now? 8? That's not bad. I think we got 4 out of like the last 2. Can't claim it. That's not good. There we go. Next Marauder up here. Alright, 61 more worn leather satchels. Exchange. 4 more. What am I missing? I'm missing the lighthouse. Any lighthouses for sale here? Nope. I said for sale, but it's actually just a trade. Wasn't there another game at some point that was really big? Omniarch was making videos on it. Something about Titans. I think it was like Age of Titans New Dawn or something. Also, I took a quick peek at that game. I didn't end up downloading it, but I took a quick peek at it. I don't know if that was the exact name. We got 5 satchels out of that one. That's pretty good. I mean, I'll take the 5 satchels. Next up on the list, this Marauder. The shop, I'm getting a growth booster. Is this good value? Probably. Looks like good value. It is pretty good value for speed ups, because it's more than King's Coronation. Resource-wise, that also pretty good value? Yeah, similar. A bit worse, actually. Good speed up bundle, this one is. From what I can see. I was like, oh, I thought I hit a level 22 bub. I think it was just AoE value. Which, I mean, I'll take some AoE value. I think I'm gonna go loop down, like through Marauders, like down through towards my city. Because I know Zulang, since he doesn't have any healing, and I should have a healing march, Zulang is gonna get low eventually, so I'm gonna take him right back to the city and refresh and then come out kind of thing. Anyways, anyone else in chat right now, what other games do you guys play besides Rise of Kingdoms? Because I'm sure most other people, even if you don't play other games right now, did you play other games before? Those are the real questions. A game I used to play a lot more before Rise of Kingdoms, I'd say Roblox. I started playing Rise of Kingdoms when I was like, probably 13, 14. Hello, welcome to the stream, Shavikita. Welcome. If they didn't butcher that. Luke says Rust, Shav also says Rust, and Daisy. Lizard, you say Destiny 2. What kingdom am I in? I'm in 1534 right now. Rust is an interesting one. I've considered getting Rust. Is it similar? PUBG, that's fair. I played a bit of PUBG in my time. Rust is kind of like a PvP fighting game where like the game gets wiped every couple of days. Am I right? If you guys have played Ark Survival Evolved, is it somewhat like that with the PvP? And DayZ, I'm guessing it's a zombie game with the Z in the name. That's my guess. Destiny 2, I have a few friends at school who play Destiny. I'm not actually too sure what Destiny is about, though. I'm going to quickly look at DayZ on Google. As these marchers march right on down. DayZ. Oh, I think I have seen this game before. I haven't considered buying it, I reckon. I ended up going with like a game called State of Decay, I'm pretty sure. Which was another zombie game, but it wasn't as story based and it was multiplayer. Your longest time survived in DayZ is 2.5 real life weeks. Is that a lot? I'm not sure. Is DayZ literally just a zombie survival game? 3 days, 7 days, 2 weeks, monthly, months. Great for clans, 1 to 2 builders, electricians, and then lots of PvP. PvP players who are good at shooting. Okay, so it is mainly a PvP game. So it's similar to Ark. You build a base, I'm guessing. In Ark, there's dinosaurs, obviously, because that's kind of the whole premise of the game. But in Rust, I'm guessing you build a base. You fortify that base, and then the servers will wipe, depending on whichever ones you're on, over 3 days, 7 days, 2 weeks, monthly, or every couple of months. And then you just build it up and fight other players and try to get resources. Is there a way to directly beat the game? Is there like a boss battle or something? DayZ is like building / base raiding, PvP and zombies. Ah, okay. When you die in DayZ, do you stay dead? Because if you guys are talking about like how long you survived, I'm guessing you stay dead in it. I was really after a zombie game when I don't know, I had this urge to play like a good zombie game, like Walking Dead in real life kind of thing. And I think the one I ended up getting, it was an Xbox exclusive. Yeah, it was State of Decay. It's basically State of Decay 2 I got. So I got State of Decay 2, and all the reviews were like, yeah, it's pretty mid, but it was on point, exactly what I wanted. I was after a good old, I was like after a good old zombie survival game. The whole point is just get food, water, kill zombies, and just like defend the area you're in. And I got that. Like, I'm not gonna lie, everyone says State of Decay is a rubbish game. Like, it's not that good. I thoroughly enjoyed my time playing it. I think if Nevnak was still on the stream, he can agree it wasn't nearly as bad as people made it out to be. He didn't really like it. I kind of liked it. In DayZ, you can get sick, catch viruses, break bones, worry about temperature, hunger, and worry about keeping clothes dry and more. I'm happy I didn't play DayZ. That's too much. I was looking for like, you're hungry, please eat. You lose gear and respawn. Ah, okay. No clans versus clans, just raid other bases. Ah, right, that makes sense. So Ark is more like you make a small alliance. I think sometimes they cap them at like 4 people, and then you just try and build up and take over the server. You get sick, break bones, worry about temperature, hunger, worry about keeping clothes dry and more. Wow, that's crazy. Ton of stuff you have to do in DayZ. Yeah, no, State of Decay is oh, there's a zombie there. You should shoot it with a 50 cal, but if there's other zombies nearby, you're gonna get killed. So we recommend shooting it with a silenced pistol or hitting him with an axe. I would actually be pretty interested. I don't know if DayZ does this. It's similar to like Rust base building, but in a zombie game. And it's kind of like a single player thing. But I know DayZ is online multiplayer, I'm guessing. But yeah, I'd be super interested in a game that's like you play it like with multiplayer, but it's more like a single player map, like co-op gameplay. And you just build a base and fight zombies. You just keep defending your base from zombies. Like, you'll be out gathering supplies, and then you have to go back and defend your base. And it's pretty much like a trashy mobile game, just with good graphics. Now, I don't know if that's what DayZ is, but if it is, then I'd be quite interested in picking it up. Because now I have an urge to play a zombie game again. And also, I played The Division 2 with Nevnak. I played it with him. I'm just gonna call him Nevin. That's it. I think his name's pretty fine to say on stream. I played it with the guy who was on stream before, Nevin. And we played a bit of it. I think we played up until like just before you beat. No, not just before you beat the game, but it's more like think we got pretty far. I'd say we got pretty far into the division. And the game is pretty interesting, to say the least. Like, there's some parts you go, and there's just like a bunch of people who are not currently walking or talking kind of thing. Like, piled up to like the roof of this massive wall. The game actually hits so deep. The division, if you guys are wondering what it is. Super, super deep. It goes crazy hard. And it's actually pretty fun. Just going into the plague zones is really, really daunting. And the thing is, with the division, it's like a dystopia, which means it's similar to real life, but it's also like something's a bit wrong. And pretty much it's like if COVID actually went crazy and killed millions upon millions of people, that's what it would be like. So, moral of the story, the division, crazy story, it's a crazy story game. Very, very scary, and I enjoyed every minute until I went and saw some of the end game areas, which made me very scared. 7 Days to Die sounds like the game you want to play. I'm going to take a quick Google search of that while we walk over to this Marauder. Oh wait, I read that bit. Upgraded tower defense. I mean, I'm not really looking for a tower defense. It's more like it's kind of like a run-around third-person shooter or first-person shooter, but with base building as well. 7 Days to Die. I don't really want to die in 7 days, but you know what? That's how it rolls. Oh, he's got a bow and arrow in this video. 3 hours, goddamn. That's a long video. Now this kind of looks like what I'd be interested in. I'll have to do more research on that one too. You also uploaded Destiny 2 content. It's a sci-fi shooter with PvP and raids. Okay, yeah, I know definitely has a few friends of mine have played that one. Let's see, next Marauders, moving down towards my city. Some over here, we'll go over here then. Alright, I want to take a quick peek at 7 Days to Die. On Steam, we'll take a quick video peek here. Not for children, I was thinking that would be the case. It looks kind of like what I was looking for. This is not the game, this is a video of a guy with a really big beard. Unique combination first-person shooter, survival horror, tower defense. I think the only thing with 7 Days to Die, it's kind of old. I'm not too opposed to playing older games, but with the zombie game, for some reason, I just really want, like, amazing graphics where the zombie looks like a real person that's become a zombie. But I'm still quite interested in it. I'll take a look at some point. I've also bought, I think I bought Titanfall, and I bought Metal Gear Solid. I haven't played that yet. But basically, the version of GameStop in Australia, EB Games, was hosting a massive sale where all the old Xbox discs were pretty much getting free. I mean, like $1, $2. I think I got like 6 games for $20, which is ridiculous. And one of them was Metal Gear Solid, and I just haven't played it. I promised Nevin that I would download it, and I'll do that eventually. But yeah, basically I got 6 games for like $20, pretty good deal. Which is why whenever a gaming console dies, like when they released the new Xbox, which they did, the Xbox Series X and the PS5, all the old games get really cheap, and I have the old Xbox, so I've just bought all the old games and I can just play them now. Like, got a ton of old games I can just play, so gotta love that. A game that I have played as well, I've played Cyberpunk. That game was a bit challenging on the computer. It didn't really crash, but it did make the computer get a bit hot every now and again. But Cyberpunk was pretty fun, I'm not gonna lie. Best way to save AP, you usually burn it in 1-KvK, but you see so many people with like 500,000 AP. I mean, the best way to save AP is like, it's pretty much just don't kill barbs with AP. Just like save the action points. That's really the best way to do it. So just don't really go over your action point limit. Just spend the action points that regenerate, and you'll save AP over time. Like right now, I've got quite a bit of AP saved up just because I'm not really using it. Try Romance of the Three Kingdoms. A lot like, I'm guessing it means this. I like this. Have I ever regret playing only archers? Funny enough, the only time I ever considered, well not really considered, but the only time I ever kind of regret playing only archers was the release of Joan Prime, because her active skill is just like super cool, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that Joan Prime can drop a double active skill made me a bit jealous of those Cav mains, and at the time of her release, everyone was a bit sketched about how OP she would be, and I kept saying, trust me, she's gonna be game breaking, and she is game breaking. So yeah, that's the only thing that's ever made me slightly sad about being an archer main, is that I don't get to really use Joan Prime's crazy kit, just the amount of damage it does. Because I like big red numbers and AoE, and Joan Prime has lots of big red numbers and lots of AoE. So yeah, that's the end time I almost regret being an archer main. Have I ever like openly been like, oh, I hate being an archer main? Not really. It's an old school single player game. 7 and 11 you own. Is there like a lot of versions of this Romance of the Three Kingdoms? And yeah, so pretty much I don't really have a main regret about being an archer main. Pretty much nothing about it. I think it's still pretty fun. Joan Takeda underrated. I mean, I haven't seen Joan Takeda. Maybe it works. You always try the strangest combos. I wouldn't recommend investing in it, even if it's underrated. I think Nevsky's still just going to be kind of better. Thing that the game we wish we had, or things in the game that we wish we had in here. It's so much like this game. Oh, okay, I'm guessing they have stuff like commander resets. Things that everyone has always wanted. You know a game I really did enjoy playing? That's not really similar to Rise of Kingdoms, but it's about like building a city. I got Frostpunk, like the edition with like all the DLCs. If you don't know what Frostpunk is, I'll actually pop this one up on the stream. Frostpunk is more like a, how do I explain it? It's kind of like Rise of Kingdoms. I don't have it installed right now, but maybe real quick. Okay, so this is Frostpunk. It's really just like a, it's pretty much just like a survival game where you're like the manager of a city. And I didn't think I would like it, and I found it quite fun. I paid like $10 for it, so it was a pretty fun game, I'm not gonna lie. All the Freddy Fazbear stuff is my brother, but yeah, pretty big fan of Frostpunk. I'm probably gonna play it again at some point in the future. It can get pretty challenging though, so that's something to keep in mind. I really do need 2 monitors. But yeah, it can get pretty challenging. It's like Frostpunk, interesting. See, Frostpunk, I think the reason I ended up getting Frostpunk was I had this urge to play an apocalyptic game that wasn't Fallout. So Frostpunk was like, huh, that looks really cool. So I ended up just getting it. And so yeah, I actually quite enjoyed that one. The whole like building your city and like having to mine coal out of the ground and then getting a coal thumper. And it's kind of set in like medieval England, but it's not really medieval. It's just really, really cool setting and stuff. It's a very, very smart game. I enjoyed it. I definitely respected the art assets and stuff in it as well. So yeah, if someone's looking for just like a Rise of Kingdoms game, except it's single player and it's a lot more about building a city and managing that city, Frostpunk can recommend it. And obviously, I'm not sponsored. But yeah, Frostpunk's a cool game. And I'll probably play it again at some point in the future. There's a few other game modes on it. There's like one where it goes like when it first enters winter, because the whole point of the game is it's like a really, really cold winter. And it's just been like winter for a very long time. So that's like the main point of the game. It's like, oh, it's winter, guys. Forever. And you have to try and save as many people as you can. And if people get too angry at you, they kill you. So you don't really want to get beheaded or lynched. I think they lynch you. I don't know what they do. They do something. Maybe not lynching. I think lynching is something else I probably shouldn't say on stream. I'm gonna real quick Google that. What? That is it. Oh, it's an extrajudicial killing by a group. Okay, so it is pretty much, yeah, being killed by like a group of people. Yeah, so yeah, you get lynched. You do get lynched in Frostpunk if you get everyone mad at you, so you don't want that to happen. Who are we fighting in KvK? We are fighting, I'll show you real quick. We're going to be fighting Fire and Water Camp and the kingdoms in those camps. No, not in Fire, we're not fighting Fire Camp, we're fighting Water and Wind Camp. We're fighting 1256, 2098, we're fighting 1596, 1568. Those are the 4 main kingdoms. Pretty sure I fought 1256 before. I'm almost 100% sure of it. I don't know which KvK it was in, but I'm pretty sure I fought 1256. I want to quickly I want to quickly pull up 1256 because I don't know. Either I fought them or they were a kingdom that I considered going to. Oh no, we definitely fought these people. I remember them. Or maybe we're allies with them. Either one. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, definitely have had some KvK affiliation with them. Crazy to have the same kingdom again. Buying the same kingdom again. Well, 36 of these in my inbox, that's good. In case you didn't know, 1568 is Omniarch's kingdom. So we dropped him a chill DM. I'm gonna zero you this KvK for the content, which I think is very fair. Valid opinion for me to hold. If anyone's thinking of becoming a streamer or doing YouTube and live streaming, I'll warn you, you need a big glass of water. I've always watched live streamers, like when I watch Chiskel's streams, or even when I've watched like bigger live streamers like Ludwig, for example, if you know what he is or who he is, they always have like really big glasses of water. And I'm always thinking, why would you bring such a big glass of water for a live stream? And now I've realized, you need so much water when you're live, because your throat is going to be killing you. It's crazy, like after my live streams, I'm like, I don't really want to talk. I'm just like, I have to let my throat rest for like 30-40 minutes. Because it's like having how long have I been live now? Like an hour and a half? An hour and 20 minutes? It's like an hour and 20 minute extra energy conversation. It's crazy. And the only thing that keeps me going is water. Could do that, could drink honey, but honey is really fattening. Though if you have a sore throat, medical tip from a 16-year-old here, take some honey. Honey is really, really soothing on the throat. At least personal opinion right there. Like whenever I have a sore throat, I'm either sipping on ice cold water or I'm eating honey. Every single way I say that sounds a bit weird. But yeah, eating honey helps with sore throats. There's a marauder down here. I've got to start moving towards the city now, which is over here. I don't know how I ended up 110 kilometers away. I promise I haven't been doing that many marauders. I've killed like 3 off stream, and I was up here. Didn't mean to go back to the city. 7 more satchels. I'm gonna pop open the satchels right now. There's 48 satchels there. I think we're missing one of them. We got 0 for it. Yep, we've got none of these Musolians. Which is a rip-off, if I ever say so. I wouldn't get one of them anti-raiders. I'll take that. We'll pop up a trade. I get this, I'm offering this. That's a valid trade in my opinion. Just marching on down to the next marauder. Good thing that the Geneva Convention doesn't exist in Rise of Kingdoms, because I'm certainly committing some form of genocide right now. You don't know what the Geneva Convention is? It's a UN declaration about genocide. I think it happened after World War II. So yeah, if that existed right now, I'd be arrested, charged as a war criminal, all this stuff would be happening to me. But because it's Rise of Kingdoms, I can commit as much barbarian genocide as I would like. I can wipe out full flocks of barbarians. There's hundreds of thousands of barbarians in here. I can kill them all and get away with it. I can say pretty much anything I want while I'm live and usually get away with it. YouTube is way more lenient on that. What time is it for me right now? It's like 6:19 PM. I'll probably finish off at around 7 today. So we got another good 30-40 minutes to go. But yeah, it's just after Friday night, 6:19 PM, 6:20 now. Gotta give it down to the minute. Relaxing, playing Rise of Kingdoms, killing marauders. Couldn't go better. 2:19 AM for you in America. That is, Very, very early. Your friend just lost his sister's life due to that. I'm sorry for your friend's loss. Was it due to genocide? I'm confused. Did she pass due to genocide, or did I mention something else? 2:19 a.m. though is very early in America. But yeah, I am sorry for your friend's loss. Then we'll hit this marauder. No, there's a full group of 4 marauders down here. We are about to enter KvK 2, and I'm about to go on the grind for marauders as well. I mean, that is some very, very, what is it? Very, very dedicated playership right there to be online this early to kill marauders. I'm not going to say that on stream. They'll probably get the stream taken down. In the current Palestinian, I'm going to say battle, because I can't express political opinions. Okay, Lilith will probably get a bit mad at me, so we're not going to express political opinions. But yeah, I'm definitely still sorry for your loss. And I will say one thing that I can probably say: it is pretty tragic what's going on there. I mean, the amount of innocent people that are being killed is definitely not good. Can say that one pretty confidently. I'm only at 18,000 AP. What's better? Save, kill marauders, or kill barbarians in Season of Conquest? Save the action points. I wouldn't kill KvK barbs until you're in Season of Conquest. Just realized we lost this marauder. And yeah, sorry guys, if you ask any questions about like political stuff, I can't really express opinions for a few reasons. First of all, it makes people upset. I mean, I think that's pretty fair to say. A lot of people have different opinions. It's politics. That's like kind of how it rolls. Second of all, Lilith doesn't really like that, so I'm not going to really go down that path, and YouTube doesn't usually like it too much. But yeah, I can certainly say a few things that are pretty obvious. No one really likes the loss of innocent life, so any wars, they usually are not very nice. 60,000 innocent lives lost so far, and only 300 soldiers lost. Yeah, that's pretty bad ratio. Yep, don't talk politics. It can bring both sides of the topic and get messy. Politics always gets messy. Just save till next KvK? Yeah, I just saved till your next KvK if you want to get better KvK value. Don't talk about genocide. I mean, I was talking about the Geneva Convention, but I won't bring it up anymore. I completely forgot about the conflict there. And there goes the Zulane. But yeah, politics definitely does get messy. That's true. I was watching a video about the conflict, and someone had a very good point. Politics equals same talk as MGE drama. That is a valid opinion right there. So what I was watching this video where someone was like, they think all politics fights should be fought out with fists, just like the two politics fighting. And I think that's true. I think that if a politician or a country's leader wants to start a war, they should fight the war with their own hands rather than getting other people involved in it. I think that's also a fairly generic opinion to hold that most people could agree with. Someone accepted my trade. We're up good right now. $19 satchels. That's not that good anymore. I can also open these warrior queen treasure chest things. I got 8 musoliums out of that. That's pretty good. You're a fan of Spartacus? I think battle it out in the big old arena. Yeah, exactly. So instead of getting civilians involved and killing civilians, I think just fight it out in an arena between the country's leaders. So if America, for example, wants to start a war with China, which isn't happening yet, but let's say it did, I think China rounds up all their politicians, America rounds up all their politicians, and they just go fight each other. Like, I would love to see a boxing match, a boxing match between, like, Xi Jinping and Joe Biden. To decide, like, who's the world's superpower? Well, Xi Jinping's got a mad right hook, Joe Biden might have a hectic jab, and then you can figure it out. Bro, that's elderly abuse. I mean, yeah, it kind of is if you think about that. American politics would get wrecked. That's also very true. They're all very old there. We go to hell. I mean, listen, if Joe Biden wants to be the country's leader, to be fair, I'll give some credit to Joe Biden where it's due. Unless I'm missing something here, I don't think he's caused any wars. He hasn't actively asked for a war. So, points to Joe Biden. If anything, I think he didn't. Is he the one that withdrew troops from Afghanistan? I'm not too sure. I think he withdrew troops from a country. So yeah, points to Joe Biden for not trying to create more war at least. Whether or not he's a good prime minister remains to be your opinion. Like I said, I'm not going to push political opinions, and I'm not in America, so I don't really have much American political opinions. But I would be interested to see who wins the upcoming American election, just because it's always fun to just like watch the two parties go at it. The American voting system is a bit different to Australia though. Like, we're a democracy, but we're technically a part of Britain. So we don't vote for a prime minister. We don't vote for a president who's like our head of state. We vote for a prime minister who's like the leader of a party. So really, you only vote for Labour or Liberal, which are the two main parties here. There are some independent parties, and there is like a few other minor parties, like there's an environment party and stuff. And we vote for those, and then they choose the country's main leader. So it is a bit like tough to compare American politics to Australia, since I don't really know exactly how you vote there. Do you vote for the party, or do you vote for the direct president? I'm not too sure, because we don't vote for our prime minister, who is the main country's leader. We just vote for the party that takes control of the country. You live in North Korea and you don't have an opinion on any politic decision. No, you have one opinion. Kim Jong-un is the best leader ever. Someone should clip that and post it on like a random Discord. But yeah, if you live in North Korea, that's the only opinion you're allowed. Apparently, Korea doesn't hold elections where the only choice is to vote for Kim Jong-un. And if you vote for the other party, I'm pretty sure they kill you. So, yeah, they've got a really, really democratic system, if you ask me. No comment. It's a secret. You might have signed an agreement with North Korea not to say anything. Again, no museums. Oh, I got 4. That's pretty good. Now we're out of lighthouses. Yeah, North Korean politics are pretty wacky though. But to be fair, they got a water park. There is a water park in North Korea. If any of you go on holidays to North Korea, there's a water park there. They've also got a few restaurants. So, you know, maybe the North Korean cuisine might be pretty good. Don't know if it's expensive. Could be cheap, considering they don't really have much money that goes through the country. What I do wonder is, since North Korea has no imports and exports, like they don't import anything and they don't sell anything out. How does the leader of North Korea have a Mercedes? Where do you get that from? Are there any good spots in Australia where there are no snakes or big spiders? There's no snakes or big spiders pretty much everywhere. Australia gets a pretty bad rap when like people think that you walk down the street and there's like a redback outside and spiders like crawling out of the bushes. I don't see many spiders around where I live actually, and I've never seen a snake. No, I've seen one snake. It was in Vietnam. I saw a snake on the road in Vietnam and people driving around it, which is hilarious. But other than that, I've never really seen a snake in Australia. I've touched a snake. They brought one in for a school excursion, I guess, if that counts. School incursion. I've seen a few spiders that could kill me. I've killed a few redbacks. Other than that though, Australia's pretty fine. There is one really big spider that lives here. It's called the huntsman spider. It's completely harmless. It can't even bite. So, for what that's worth, you'd also be fine if that happens. But there was one that not lived in our house. There was one that was in our house once, up on the wall that was about the size of my hand. So, that was kind of scary. But other than that, they're okay. But yeah, if you go to any of the big cities in Australia, you're not going to find many spiders. If you go out back, like in the middle of the country, you might find some of them. Your 5th March to Orleans KvK was YSS with Relic Tommy. It was surprisingly good. That is one wacky march. Once again, you seem to like the wacky commanders. If it worked, then it worked. Screw that, you went to Thailand last year and a big cobra was sleeping in your bathtub. In your bathtub? Just taking a nap? That's crazy. Surely you took a picture of it or something. You should send it on the Discord server in IRL pictures. If you do have that picture, because that's one funny picture. Actually, to be fair, my auntie, she lives a bit further out west. She lives in an area called, I think it's like the east coast of Sydney. I think that's the right name. Probably not the right name. Anyway, she lives there. It's a bit further out from the city. She said she gets quite a few snakes to her house, but they're usually outside. One of the most venomous snakes ever. We have brown snakes. I think they're the second most venomous snake ever. We do have, I'm more scared of the ocean rather than the land in Australia. We got box jellyfish in our water, the easily most venomous animal besides like some rockfish in the world. So yeah, we got a few dangerous things in our water. The first shark attack in a few decades happened for about a year ago. There's a video of it, pretty disturbing. But yeah, this guy was eaten by a shark. Not really funny, bro. The hotel receptionist came and got it out pretty quick. They're so experienced in dealing with those situations. I mean, at least, surely looking back, it's gotta have, not like something funny about it, but it's gotta be like a pretty cool experience to go into your hotel room and be like, there's a snake in my bathtub. Was this like when you first got the room, or were you like asleep, woke up, and there was just a snake chilling there? You do have a pic. I'd be really, really interested in seeing it. If you're on the server, if you pop it in IRL pictures, I'll either pop it up on the stream or I'll look at it after stream. Next Marauder on the list. I think the cobra would be traumatizing if you were asleep and you woke up with it in the bathtub after, and it's like, oh, that thing could have killed me. But if it was like first getting the room or something, then it would be a kind of interesting experience. I think the snake on the road was a very interesting experience when I was in Vietnam. Everyone's like swerving, like, why are they driving around? Oh, it's a snake. There's just a snake on the road there, right on. Just how it is. I got 2 satchels, wow. Got 15 total now? How many lighthouses? We've got 3 lighthouses. We can open 3 more boxes. I'm not even close to my 1,000,000 points. I don't think I'm going to hit the 1,000,000 points. If I do, it might be like tomorrow morning. I think I've only ever really got 1,000,000 points a couple of times. There's another one here. Somehow we managed to walk all the way back to my city, slowly. We have to go down, unless there's like a crossing here. There isn't, so we have to go down and around. Down and around that river to get back to the city and refresh the troops. Yeah, we first got the room, but they said it was common in their area. After that experience, we upgraded to a suite on the 11th floor. I think that's a valid opinion. After they said it was common, then it's like, oh crap, it's no good. So like the receptionist just came and was like, oh yeah, no, that's chill. I mean, we usually have cobras. We actually invite them in sometimes. Usually when there's no one else here, we let them rent the room. Was this cobra like a massive one, or was it like a small one? Like, is it one that would fit in your hand, or was like one of those ones that strangles you to death? I don't know if those are, which one strangles you? Is it the python? Google that real quick. Which snake strangles, stridents? What snake strangles you? I think it is python, right? What snakes choke humans? Pythons, okay. And then what's how big is a cobra? Oh, a cobra is one of those ones. Oh, that's crazy. You know, they're the scariest snakes. I thought it was one of those like really, really big python snakes. No, these cobras are like satanic snakes. Actually, this one looks kind of cute. Other than that, they look scary. This one looks scary. They were so chill about it, bro. Like, crap. I mean, it must be something they just deal with on a common basis. It's like, oh, there's a snake. I know my auntie who has brown snakes constantly in her house. She like just picks them up and chucks them around. It's like, okay, yeah, you gotta go now. And she chucks it over the fence. No, bro, it has a hood, so it's like it's part of a cult, I reckon. I reckon these snakes are like in some sort of a cult, and that's what they're doing. They're just killing people for the cult. I reckon that snakes kill less people than dogs. Let's see. How many humans? How many people died to snakes in a year? Oh, wow, that's crazy. 81,000 to 137,000 people die each year because of snake bites. That's actually a lot of people. Australia does have walking dragons. No, maybe. I don't think we have Komodo dragons. I think they're native to Indonesia, aren't they? Estimated 5.4 million people each year are bitten by snakes. With 1.8 to 2.7 cases of envenoming, which means getting bit with a venomous snake. That is pretty crazy. How many people die to dogs? Are killed by dogs each year. Guys, I was very wrong. Snakes have about 3 times the kill rate of dogs. I would just like to say, I don't know how dogs killed 30,000 people. That is ridiculous. And snakes killed 100,000. Crazy how many things kill people. Crazy how fragile we are. And what is an assassin bug, and how did it kill 12,000 people? Yo, welcome to the stream, Sandy. We're just chilling, killing marauders, and talking about assassin bugs and snakes. I want to see what an assassin bug is. Is it like a bug with a knife that just jumps out of a tree and kills you? Well, how does a dog kill people? I mean, I reckon it's stuff like a dog runs on the road and someone runs after you. And also rabies and stuff, dog bites. Assassin dog. No, not assassin dog. Assassin bugs. Whoa, that thing is crazy. I'm scared of this thing. The large family of the something among the somethings, almost all species ambush predators. Wow, I am pretty scared. This thing's walking around with like 1,000 ants on its back. Oh, it's venom. Okay, so I thought they'd like chop your neck open or something crazy. Dogs are easier to win in a fight than a snake. If you know how to deal with a snake, you can actually pretty much like shut them down really quickly. Except the pythons, they can't really shut those down because they strangle you. But if you know how to deal with a cobra, or if you know how to like, if you're trained, not really trained, but if you know how like where to grab them and stuff, very hard for them to bite you as long as you grab them in the right positions. It's just that first getting a hold of them, that's the dangerous part. Learned that from Steve Irwin. He died, so I don't know if I should take his word, but he's an Aussie legend, so. A couple of years ago, a group of dogs killed an old lady. That's crazy. Like, this group of dogs was like, what, hunting this old lady? I feel bad for her. How far? We went really far past the river. We can go back past up now. So you'll be surprised, how many people get killed by dogs. High risk, high reward. I mean, the dogs are the snakes. By the way, Wuzatian really came out, really? Not that big of a thing, but I will take a look. It did come out. Troop attack plus 15%, skill damage plus 5%. That's pretty shitty. Is that a copy of another relic? I swear it is. Guess not. I thought it was a copy of Tamaris' relic. It's not. I mean, it's whatever. The Wuzatian relic, it is pretty weak. She's not gonna become meta from it. People can be millionaires by making anti-venoms. Mr. Irwin made so much money. Mr. Irwin, he got a lot of money off his TV series as well. But yeah, anti-venoms are worth a lot of money with snakes. Apparently, there's no anti-venom to the it's the funnel web spider, which is the most deadly spider in the world. think. Maybe I think it's the most venomous or second most venomous. Anyways, they're Australian and they live under your washing machine. So if you ever come to Australia, check underneath your washing machine for a funnel web. They're known to bite you and kill you. And like I said, there's no anti-venom. So it's pretty much just you died. I think if they bite you, might as well start cutting your foot off. No, anti-venom? Yeah, I'm pretty sure funnel webs don't have an anti-venom. Let me see. Funnel web spider anti-venom. Oh, there is one. Never mind. Oh, no, there's a program. Their program is effective for various other species of funnel web. Okay, so some of them it works, some of them it doesn't. Okay, so sometimes it's like, yeah, you're chilling. Sometimes it's like, oh, alright, yeah, no, sorry about that. Okay, you'll never come to Australia. I mean, yeah, that's yeah, no, that's a fair point. If you just make sure you check under your washing machine, you'll be fine. Otherwise, they don't usually live in suburban areas. I've never seen a funnel web personally, which I'm pretty happy to say, because I don't really want to see one. And I don't have a desire to see a funnel web, especially not under my washing machine. But yeah, most of the suburban areas don't have many funnel webs walking around. Let me see if I can just find a picture of it real quick. You know, funnel webs are menacing. They're like all black. They've got a fat buttocks. Oh, there's a kid who survived after taking 12 vials of anti-venom. That's ridiculous. Wuzatian/YSS. Maybe as a KvK2 garrison it could work. No, KvK2. YSS and KvK2. Maybe, but I doubt it. Of anti-venom, the biggest ever in Australia, and he survived the final web bite. Congrats to this kid. He didn't give up. And yeah, so funnel webs are probably everyone's like, oh, redbacks are scary. They're small. They're not that scary. Funnel webs are fat. They're black, which is not what I meant to say. They're fat and they're very dark, so that means they can hide in places like underneath your washing machine, and that's what makes them scary. So funnel webs, because they're very big and because they're black and they're able to hide in dark spaces, they're very scary and I get scared of them. That's the only spider that would actually scare me if I've seen it. I know the house I used to live at had quite a few redbacks in the backyard. What's my opinion on fighting with 2 marchers, Boudica YSG, Zuge plus Herman Prime? That's a solid murderable with like 2 archer marchers. You'll be fine with that. I ran 2 marchers in my other KvK before Herman Prime was released. I was running a Boudica with YSG and then Zulang Henry. It worked fine. You can definitely get away with 2 marchers. If you're very active, you can even reach like 20-30 million kills. Oh, there's a nice little free kill up here. Unless I'm closer. Maybe Wuzatian YSG? Yeah, Wuzatian YSG in KvK2 will work. YSS can't be used in KvK2, that is correct. Wuzatian YSG as a garrison could work. Wuzatian with Constantine as like an infantry garrison, oddly enough, could be pretty good. Wuzatian is actually a really good KvK2 garrison. Thing is, most people just don't have her expertise because she's only usable really in that 1 KvK and then she falls off. So with Wuzatian, just if you have her expertise, you can rock it with pretty much anyone in KvK2. She's gonna be meta. She's just really strong in KvK2, but otherwise she's really useless. Okay, I'll do that. You have about 1 billion resources open, but only 100 days of speed ups. Now that speed ups are gonna be a very big issue for you. I had probably the same amount of resources I pulled in. I can show you how many kills I got last KvK actually. I pulled in 11 point. Where's the last KvK? This will be it, I'm pretty sure. I pulled in 12.4 million kills, majority T5, and I only really use T4. As you can see, my units healed. They're mostly T4, so the trades there's like 1 to 2 usually. I'll be chaining like crazy in KvK. Oh yeah, that could bring your speed ups back up. My speed ups really only come from the kingdom I'm in. I mean, I don't really earn any of the speed ups. It's just like, oh, this guy bought 15 gold chests. Thanks for the speed ups. Thoughts on Scipio, Honda, Constantine, Lauche, Zulang, Herman Prime, Guan, Double Relic, Charles. My thoughts are very strange murderable. I think most people can agree that's a bit strange. And if I was you personally, if I went for meta marches and tried to maximize value, I would run a Lauche Honda, I would cut the Constantine, I'd stick with Zulang Herman Prime, I'd cut your Charles, and I'd run the CPO Guan. So in the end, you'd be Guan CPO, you'd be running Lauche Honda, and you run CPO, not CPO, you'd run Zulang with Herman Prime. And then you would bench the Constantine, and you would bench the Charles. That's what I do personally. But if that works for you, I mean, you can certainly roll with what you're currently using. But it is definitely a little bit unorthodox. 22 satchels. Is that a total? That's the total we've gotten out of the last kills. Lauche Honda? Yeah, I mean, Lauche Honda could work. That's why I'm saying it's not that bad. Just because it'd be better than the Constantine. It's going to get you actual field value. Honda, I didn't think he really boosts skill damage that much, does he? If he does, you might be better off with Lauche Guan and then CPO on CPO. Sorry, not Lauche Guan. You might be better off with Honda Guan and then CPO see. He does have skill. He does have a lot of skill damage bonuses. That's a mistake. I meant to say I was about to say zero beat me to it. Yeah, do CPO Lauche and Guan Honda. That's better. Because I forgot how much skill damage Honda gives once he gets low. 60% bonus is a ridiculous amount of skill damage we're missing out on. So yeah, you'd probably be better off with the Lauche with your Guan instead. Smash this next Barbarian. Or Marauder. Is it weird to call a Marauder Barbarian? I think it's the same thing. One Honda crazy squishy though. Yeah, it could be a bit squishy, but I think the value it's going to give is still kind of worth it. I mean, just try it out. If you just try that 3 march murder ball, kind of like put your best gear and stuff on the 3 marches, you probably notice it should get overall better trades, but I'm not 100% sure. Because there's a few strange commanders there. Kind of hard to pair them. I haven't really looked at their commander pairings in a few gears for some of them, so... You're 7 gold heads for Lauche and the new infantry commanders, and you're sitting at 980 gold heads right now. So you'll have 2 archer marches, 1 inf march. I mean, yeah, that's nice. Which you told me you had 2 archer marches before. It was the Boudica YSG and then Zulang Herman, I'm pretty sure. I mean, yeah, that's pretty solid. Save up some gold heads. I'm probably gonna start saving once I finish the Shobani Pile. I'll probably start saving. So he should be done probably like by the time my KvK is over, maybe halfway through the KvK. I'm going to be running him this KvK though, so something to look forward for everyone that is interested. Shobani Pal, going to be used this KvK. After that you'll work for a cav or so. Yeah, a cav march is always, I mean, I always recommend for most players, even though I don't listen to my own advice. I would grab, I'm just going to use all the marches there. I would grab a cav and an infantry march, even if you're an archer main, or even if you're a cav main, I'd grab a infantry and an archer march, and am I a garrison or rally lead? No, I'm not, but I'm maxing a Shobani Pal just because he is literally a good field commander. And when I look at the archer commanders, when I want to run 3 marches, which is what I'm going to do pretty much forever, when I run 3 marches, I want to have the best commanders, and a Shobani Pal is better than the Cyrus I'm currently using. And he's got more long-term value than Artemisia, who would technically be better than Cyrus. I mean, I would invest in Artemisia, put her with Boudica over the Cyrus, but I'd rather get a Shobani Pal over Artemisia, and he will replace my Cyrus. And then the next commander cycle, maybe Henry gets replaced and YSG gets replaced, and it's just going to continue like that. And over time, I'm going to gradually improve my gear, and I've almost got a full, second set of legendary gear on my Henry here. So... the current goal is just to really make those 3 marches as stacked as possible over the coming years. So over the coming year, 2 years, 3 years, whatever, we're just going to keep stacking up those marches. Alright, that's done. Next on the list, this Marauder. Pop open some more satchels here. Is this going to leave us with a total of 38? It is leaving us with a total of 38 satchels. Pop those open. Alright, how many do we get? Only 4? That's kind of sad. Boom. Any Musoliums? There is 1 available. I'll take it. Bang. I'm going to trade Probably this. No, I don't want this. I want this. I'm offering this. Looking good, ASF. Thank you very much. So yeah, that's pretty much the plan. I think I've mentioned that plan quite a few times. Where I'm just gonna keep switching around the commanders forever and benching more commanders as time goes on, because as a low spender, it just kind of makes sense. And I don't really want to work on a 4th march because I've done a video before on like the most optimal amount of marches to get. Really, it's about 3, because you'll have 1 of each troop type, and you can gradually replace those commanders and max their set of gear respectively. If you're maining 1 troop type, 3 still usually the best place to go, because by the time you get the 6 commanders, usually 1 will be somewhat out of the meta and you can replace them. So Dude, YSG is squishy as well, but you've seen some people still get good trades. That is very true. I used Zulang YSG in my 2365 KvK, so if you want to watch that a bit further back, my Zulang YSG was actually one of the more used commander pairings, because whenever I was getting tired or, you know, like brain fog from fighting too much, I just switched to Zulang YSG. I'd rock 1 march, and then would just get pretty good trades by micromanaging that march. So if you manage it very well, you'll get great trades. Like some of my trades with that march were like 100,000 kill points from the enemy side to 1,000,000 for me. So 1 to 10 trades out of it. Crazy stuff. If you don't get caught out in the field. And that's really easy to do if you're running it as your one and only march. And as a city pop march, probably one of the better archer marches, because you can just go crazy. It's so hard to keep up with these new commander releases. You may have to skip 1 archer cycle to get an info march. Yeah, that's what if you're not, well, for me personally, I'm just running 1 troop type. I can always get the new commander. But if you're running other troop types, you will have to skip cycles every now and again. So really, it's just it's like a sacrifice of 1 opportunity for another. An economics thing I've learnt called opportunity cost. You have to try and decide what's the best value for your gold heads, like currently. Like with Hao Bing, a lot of people skipped him. He was a good commander, don't get me wrong. He's certainly a very good upgrade over some Cav commanders. Like, he's a better upgrade than someone like Zhang Yu, as an example. And a lot of people were like, well, if I have Zhang Yu and I want a new Cav commander and I want to upgrade my Zhang Yu, I'd go pick up Hao Bing. But people were like, I don't really need to upgrade my Zhang Yu. I can probably just bench that march, save my gold heads for the next release, and then they got a new commander who was more impactful, for example, Lao Che. So what happened was, people decided to sacrifice 1 thing in this situation, investing in Hao Bing, and they saved up for a better and a much more impactful commander, which in this case is Lao Che. So that's kind of what you have to do with Rise of Kingdoms. You have to sacrifice 1 opportunity for another, and you have to try and figure out which commanders are going to be the best long-term for you. That's kind of the goal with the game. So like if they released another, let's say if they released a slightly stronger version of Boudica or Henry, most players probably shouldn't pick up that commander because they're not that big of an increase over the original ones. Like, that's a really simple thing to say. Or if it's another commander who's really similar to Zulang, and you don't need another Zulang in your murderable, then maybe you just don't get that new commander if Zulang is still really, really good. So you have to try and decide which one is going to be the biggest upgrade for the longest time, really. Zuge can only be replaced by another 5-target circular AoE with higher damage factor. Not even that, they also need to have the other skills that Zulang has. For example, Zulang's damage factor is really nice, but really this 4th skill right here with the expertise is ridiculous. You can drop down 4,500 extra damage factor in 1 skill cycle. It's actually probably a little bit less than that of Nebuchadnezzar's AoE, which is crazy just to have on a passive skill slot. So Zulang's damage is pretty much unrivaled. There's something a lot of people gloss over is the fact that this damage factor here is to 3 targets, and it doesn't say it has a reduction. It is not boosted by skill damage buffs, which is sad, but hey. And Herman Prime will be replaced because of his crazy debuff. That's something I agree with. Because Herman Prime's debuff is a poison debuff, it'll stack with any commanders that release. If they release another poison archer commander that's crazy OP, Herman Prime's debuff is going to stack with them. So he's got a lot of investment potential. That's why I think I gave him a 10 on my video yesterday about which is the true best commander. Herman's investment got a 10 just because of how ridiculous how ridiculously good he is. And his other debuff, his defense debuff, that's in the passive skill slot, which is pretty good as well. So that can't really be beaten. One thing to note is I haven't even got to use my Hermit Prime on KvK yet. That's why he only has 800,000 kills. Those kills are only from when I was trying to win the Mightiest Governor for a Sure Bunny pile. So Hermit Prime hasn't got any real field usage out of me yet. So I'm hoping I can get some good field fighting out of him this KvK. This game is broken though. You won Zulang plus Hermit Prime versus Nevsky Joan, but lost to CPO Lauche. I'm guessing you're saying Zulang versus Nevsky Joan. Yeah, see the thing with Nevsky Joan, it's kind of weird. And then the fact that you're losing to CPO Lauche also kind of weird. It's really crazy how strong the CPO Lauche march is though. I was winning, I think, most of my CPO Lauche fights. I don't know if I saved any. This was funny. I lost resources because the king gave me resources. So I decided I'd favorite that, and I did eventually get the resources back after speaking to support. But yeah, king gave me resources and they got stolen from me. Where's the next thing? Where is it? I don't know if I have any Hermit Prime reports. I've got this one. It's the only one I got. This is when he first released. I maxed him within 3 minutes. Anyways, what if you have like a bunch of farms and you're like transferring the resources? Do they just like steal them back? I'm guessing someone must have bought resources in the kingdom, or like the kingdom was being scanned or something. Well, I got the resources and they took them away. I'm not too sure. But as you can see, I definitely got them back after. King, usually quite a generous guy. If you look at his resource donation, 1 second. I don't know if he's donated right now. Let's see. He hasn't donated anything recently, but if we look at his overall donation, I'm pretty sure it's like selling in hundreds of billions. Yeah, 221 billion resources, which is a ridiculous amount to be giving. And it's on his main account, so... yeah, I don't know where he gets them all. I think the tax pay is pretty good. And he has like 20 farms, so... yeah, the king pretty much funds our KvKs. Support took away resources. Were they from a bot? I mean, I don't know. They could have been. But I don't think the king bots his farms. And they gave him back after. I think it was probably an error or something. Zuge might be squishy, but YSG has defense from Relic, and Zuge is 30% health. 1/Honda only has 5% damage taken reduction. Yeah, that's true. That is pretty true. It only has the 5% reduction. But I mean, very squishy, high DPS. I've gotten that message as well. Mid KvK transferred 1 billion wood and it got stolen. MF, I complained to support and still no answer. I have a different support avenue which I took that ended up getting him back, but yeah. Original support I hooked up with, yeah, they weren't really helpful. You did the same in off-season, no message now? I think what usually happens is whenever you transfer large amounts of resources like that, what happens is, like, if someone else has bought resources or someone was botting resources like at the same or similar time, it kind of gets a bit suspicious and it would like take the resources away. The funniest thing is the 5 million gold they took was like from 5 days ago or something. Like these, the wood and the stone were on the same day, but then the gold was like a week ago. You got 20 billion of each resource, was a seller, and nothing happened. 20 billion of each resource, that's ridiculous. How much you paid? 10 grand? Surprising that didn't get caught. 20 billion each is ridiculous. So between, you got 20 billion of each resource, you acquired 80 billion. And our king has not gathered that much on his main account. I don't know where his main account is here. Where's the resource donation? Oh, then I have a like whole entire leaderboard for that here. But our king has 220 something, 212 billion resources donated. So what's that? Like 3 times the amount of resources you bought. That is pretty crazy how many resources he's given. And he doesn't even sell them. I'm pretty sure most of the resources he gives are free. $60 for a billion each. Wow, that's a horrible price. From my knowledge of resources, I think in this kingdom, I think it's like 20 bucks per billion, maybe 20, maybe 20, maybe it's like 10, I don't know, something like that. We had $1,200. What kingdom was this that you paid that much money? Imagine if that was stolen. That's like iPad price. Yeah, that is like an iPad price. I don't know if we have resource sellers in this kingdom, but if we did allegedly have some, I'm gonna check if they allegedly have some prices. Allegedly. But I don't think we have any resource sellers like currently active. Nor do I think the Discord has one. Like only the Discord has a request resource purchase section. Doesn't look like we have one, so I don't think we have resource sellers directly available, like on the Discord. 1 bill each, so 4 billion for 60. It's like $15 per. It's not that bad. I think that's fair. So even for gold as well, it's a pretty good deal, I reckon. Gold's pretty expensive, isn't it? Just because of the fact it's super annoying to gather. I've been smashed with the Raid Shadow Legends ad. Don't download Raid. I'm not sponsored by them, so I can say stuff like that. KvK with no sellers is BS. Rise of Kingdoms must make in-game selling an option, like make the resource seller pay 5% of their total income in a year. That would be really, really cool, honestly, if they went through with that. Because let's be real, I'm sure Lilith knows everyone buys resources. There's a good chance the resources I got from the king were probably bought. That or he farmed them with a ton of accounts. I don't know, but let's be real. Just like, super real here. People are going to buy the resources unless Lilith either changes the price on the resources that they sell. Like currently, a special resource bundle, like this is, yeah. What is this? For like $100 and something, you get just 1 billion wood. Not even. It's less than 1 billion. No one's going to buy that. But if you make it so that, resources are, let's say, not really, like, they're like kind of actually officially sponsored by Lilith selling resources, then I think that it could work out. But the thing I think there that Lilith doesn't like is they have to take liability if anything gets stolen. But if Lilith does put up like a resource market or something, and they take a cut from it, then it would pretty much mean you could post your resources on there and people could buy them, kind of thing. That's what I'm wondering, if they ended up doing something like that. And they said they were going to do something about selling accounts. Like they were going to make a whole section about selling accounts. And I can say I've been invited to like 10 Discords that sell like 20 accounts each. Some of them sell more. Selling accounts is also a thing. Might as well capitalize on it. Just saying. Business mindset right here. Thoughts on William Honda? No idea. I have no idea how that would work. I don't think it'd be bad. I mean, I wouldn't be against it. I don't think it'd be OP though. Yes, they finally evolving into the modern world. Yeah, I think that they launched the whole account selling as like a test. They put it up as like a test thing. Where it was testing on, I think, the Chinese servers. But yeah, I'm sure that Lilith is quite smart in that regard, where they're like, people are probably going to do it anyways, and maybe they're just trying to figure out a way to not be liable for it if they're trying to make money off it, which I think is the biggest thing. I think that's the biggest issue for Lilith, is like, if they start selling resources and it's literally directly transferred, it's kind of like, what if someone scams somebody? I think that's the big problem. But if they do go through with something like an actual marketplace where the resources are sent to like a second-hand section, like sent literally to Lilith and then given to a player, that could certainly work. Or the other option is literally just make these resources way cheaper in the special resource bundle. Like bring them down to the real prices people would pay. Like people aren't going to pay this much money for this many resources. If this was like a stone chest at 20 bucks and you get all these resources, then maybe people would consider buying it. But since it's a gold chest at 160 Australian dollars, which is like 100 US dollars, no one's really going to buy it. I think it's just, the only reason people sell resources is the fact that the Lilith prices are just, they're too high. They're not worth enough, like in the in-game economy. Normal price is 70 to 80 in big Imperium Kingdoms. You're in 23.77. Okay, well, I mean, Imperium Kingdoms have more people who purchase it, and it's kind of harder for a resource seller to like keep up with the demand. But yeah, I'd be interested to see what Lilith could do with resource selling stuff in the future, because it's definitely gonna be a problem forever. If they don't solve the resource issue, people are just gonna make farms, and all kingdoms meta is gonna be placed in domain, 150 fighters, and the rest farms. Yeah, that's also definitely a problem as well when we think about it, because they want the domain KvK thing, I'm guessing, to work, because the domains is all about like kind of promoting like different KvKs, and also not making it so everyone migrates to one kingdom. But all the bigger kingdoms, most of it's farm accounts, and they're just gonna put like 1,000 farms in one KvK, or 500. I don't know what the number is, so that's also actually, I didn't think about that. You're gonna get a lot of resource packs from buying bundles. You don't need to buy resources from Lilith. Yeah, that's very true. I mean, I don't buy bundles. That's the thing. If I were to do anything, I'd rather buy the resources directly. Like, let's be real. Like, instead of getting all the other extra stuff here, like the speed ups and the VIP and whatever, just slap it all onto the resource bundle right here. Boom, 1 billion resources for like $18, whatever the price is, I don't know. And that would be fair. I think most people would say, that's not bad. And they could even fluctuate the price, like a bloody stock market or something, I don't know. Something like that. And I think most people would be, wouldn't be really against that. Now, that being said, I can't condone resource selling, because it is still technically against the policy, so I'm not saying you should buy resources from other players, but I think Lilith could certainly move towards purchasing, not purchasing, but selling resources in a different way. Now, I don't know what percentage of their money comes from the resource, like the special offer thing there. Maybe it's a really large percentage and I'm just crazy, but I'm sure most people in here who bought bundles, you can probably confirm, you've never really had an incentive to buy the resource bundle. Just because it's very low value. Like, even at the $7 tier, this is about 4 million resources, so like 40 million per. 40, no it's not, it's less. I think it's 40 million per. 40, 80, 120, 160 million resources. Is that right? I don't know. Let's see. 150,000 times 240. It's 36 million. Alright, so it's 36 million resources for $8. What's my opinion on pilot services now that we're already on the legal talk? Pilot services I'm fully against, alright? Because I think that ruins the experience of the game. I am against resource selling, once again, like I said, and it's also very risky because people can scam you, and it's against terms of service. And since I'm a part of the official creator program, I'm not going to endorse resource selling. I never really have endorsed it. And this, I've always been against piloting. I think piloting it's just not good. It's definitely ruins the experience of the game, because it's like, you're meant to have a downtime. You can't really be on 24/7. That's not how this works, and that's why I don't like it. And the whole sharing accounts with like 5 people on one account, also not a big fan, because once again, it gives everyone else a disadvantage. Like, the resource sellers is one thing. It's not as impactful, because if you aren't piloting your account, you can only use so many of those resources. Like, someone can buy 600 billion resources if they wanted. They might only get through like 2-3 billion of them, like each in a KvK if they're not that active. Maybe they'll get through 20 billion each if they're like mega active. If you're piloting, you can pretty much use infinite resources. You can be killing troops 24/7. You can be on the field 24/7. Way more like detrimental to the game than just you know, like just basically buying resources. Even selling accounts is nowhere near as detrimental as people who pilot, so I'm not a fan of piloting. Some guy last KvK was online every hour of the day. He was like a mega whale. He was probably piloting. I mean, that's usually how that goes. There was this guy in one of my old kingdoms. I'm sure you guys have heard about him. Not old kingdoms, one of the enemies of our old kingdom. His name was John Wee. He had like 5 300 million power accounts, or maybe it was like 8. I don't know. Ridiculous number of 300 million power accounts. And he was online 24/7. And then people in his kingdom were saying, "Oh yeah, he kind of just..." Oh, my thing crashed. He kind of just gave out the login to his account and was like, "Oh, here you go, guys. Just come play my account." Like, he gave it to like all the kingdom leadership and everything. It was like, his literally accounts worth millions of, like $1 million. Just like, can you play them for me? And so he was online 24/7. There was like no time this guy wasn't online, just spam filling flags. He had like 5 accounts above 200 million. Yeah, so it sounds like you had a John Wee in your KvK as well. Maybe it was actually him, which I think would be hilarious. So yeah, definitely piloting I'm very, very much against. Resource selling, I think it's kind of only natural. Like the natural progression of what happens because of the special resource bundle being such bad value. If this was better value and people were selling resources, then I'd say what's the point? It doesn't really make sense. But since this is it's lower value, I'd say, then it kind of makes sense as to why people are selling resources. And the avenues there, I mean, you have the ability to literally send them through a trading post. So it's like, oh, I can just send resources to whoever I want. Sure thing. It was very toxic. Yeah, that definitely does get toxic. He went rogue at the end of the KvK. Oh, kept killing our reinforcement marchers, going to ball. Wow. That's crazy. So the whale goes rogue. Did he get zeroed in the end? That'd be funny. All 5 of his 200 million power accounts zeroed. You should have just got in touch with the guy's pilots and been like, yo, man, this dude's going rogue. We'll send you like $3,000 to just delete all the troops on his account. We need like 10 people to stop him every time. Okay, well then that's kind of crazy. You're fighting KvK on 2 fronts. He had 7 marches, full legendary. Yeah, definitely. I'm guessing with every single account was like 35 full legendary talented marches. That's crazy. 5 times 7. See, the only thing that's good there is you guys have the buffs from Alliance and stuff. He doesn't have those, so that kind of helps out. And you can give him negative titles. Kind of hard to give 5 accounts a negative title, but you can give 5 accounts. You can give some of them the negative titles. So he's kind of down bad on some of the stats, but he doesn't give a crap. I'm guessing he's just probably spam speed-upping all these marches. He doesn't care about the speed-ups and all that. New infantry after Cav? I mean, yeah, that's expected. That's what I'd say. Oh, and what on earth is this verification? This is the first time I've seen this. Pepper, drone, bow and arrow. Why was it so big? We were fighting like 2 fronts, haha. I hate people like that. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. Having to fight the 2 fronts. Did you guys end up winning or? Because if you guys end up winning through all that, that's crazy. In mad respect. How many chests do we have total? Once we hit 50, sorry, then I think we stop. Because that's half of 100, and half of 100 is cool. And now we just need to get a Musolium. I want more free. Perfect. With the help of our allies, we won. Nice. That's pretty cool. Anyways, he's hoping Lilith doesn't get mad that I spoke about resource selling, piloting, selling accounts. I mean, I've spoken about all those things before. But he didn't get zeroed. He bubbled for 30 days when our allies arrived. That's crazy. And then I'm guessing he migrated out or let his accounts disappear. Which one? Probably either one of those. I'm skipping this one. I don't want to skip this Marauder. I didn't mean to pop 30 AP points, but okay. Got 2 more. We're looking for a Musolium. 2 hanging guns of Babylon. Oh, okay, we got it. Alright. At the end of today's stream, like I promised right back at the start, like 2.5 hours ago, I said that we were going to do a massive opening for all the Crusader chests that we actually did get. So, Kingdom Supply chests, sorry. So, you know, apparently 1568 has had a rogue player bubbled for a year. That is hilarious. 1 year. We were down 1.3 billion only because of him. That is pretty crazy. Anyways, 50 Kingdom Supply chests. This is not the most I've opened in a video or anything, but still is a very large amount. What are we hoping for here? Gems, speed ups, gems, 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 speed ups, and gems. Alright, let's choose a song. This song's too peaceful for this. What's this upcoming one? Now, let's go straight back to the start, to the first song. Skip a bit forward. And on the drop, bang. Alright, what did we get? What did we get? We got gems, 1,500 right there, another 200 right there, 80 hours of speed ups. How many speed ups we get here? I was not 300 gems there. 39 hours of speed ups there. Quite a few alliance credits, some good, okay materials. 1 24-hour speed up, that is rubbish. No 3-day speed ups from 50 chests. We didn't get a single 3-day speed up, really? Wow, that's unlucky. Wow, that is very unlucky. And this time, I'm in denial. Did I gloss over the speed up by chance or something? Oh crap, that's so sad. Rip? Yeah, that's definitely a rip. The materials are pretty nice. I got 160 gold keys to make it up at least. I should be saving these for the mobilization event, but who cares? Let's just depressingly open these. How many speed ups do we get out of these? I don't really care about the sculptures. I mean, the gold key commanders are mid. 48 hours of speed ups, GG. Lilith nerfed my ratio because I spoke about illegal stuff. Maybe they did. I remember one time I got like 30-day speed ups. I got 3-day speed ups out of I think it was like out of 10 chests or something. That was crazy luck. That was before I started doing YouTube, but yeah, that was definitely lucky. And then they've come back and they've reclaimed that luck from me. Alright, how many gems? I said I'd end up with around 45,000 gems. I think I was wrong, but let's see how many I end up with total. We've ended up with just under 43,000. So, not too bad. Speed ups wise, I mean, I think we're looking pretty good for the KvK. Let's pop this in the calculator real quick. Where's ore-KvK calculator? I've got it on my device. Alright, and generic speed ups. I don't care too much about the healing and stuff. ore-KvK calculator is taking a little bit of time to load. By the way, I can't see the chat right now, so if anyone's typing, I will respond soon. Alright, generic speed ups. Here we go. We have 19,424 minutes of 1 minute speed ups. We have 3,142 5-minute speed ups, 3142. We have 1,683 10-minute speed ups. We have 2,705 15-minute speed ups. That's quite a bit. We have 1,233 30-minute speed ups. We have 2,240 60-minute speed ups. 479 3-hour speed ups. 173 8-hour speed ups. I'm kind of stacked right now, aren't I? 28 15-hour speed ups and 5 24-hour speed ups. This leaves us with a total of 323 days of speed ups. I think we're kind of chilling for this KvK. Yeah. I think that's a pretty good amount. And plus the healing speed ups and also some of these speed up chests. There's a couple of days worth of speed ups in there. Not too many. It's probably like 10 days, 20 days total. Maybe 10 days, I'd say. And then another like 2-3 days out of, no, maybe more. It's probably 4 or 5 days out of these. How many kill points am I aiming for this KvK? Honestly, I don't know. If we could get the 2 billion mark, that'd be crazy. Getting 700 million in 1 KvK. This is going to be the first KvK where I'll probably be able to run 3 marches pretty good. I mean, all my marches have pretty good equipment right now. Before, one of my marches was like untalented epic gear, and they were running things like an unmaxed Nebu, but I've got a pretty good assure bunny pile. I've got expertise Herman, Zulang, YSG, Boudica, Henry. So I think 500 to 700 million kill points should be achievable. Last KvK, I think we finished off at a total of 400 or 300 million, which is, it was okay. It wasn't exactly what I wanted, but the main reason being, we won that KvK pretty damn good, and also, I was only rocking 2 marches, so that definitely kind of downed my effectiveness, and I was running out of resources. This KvK, the king has generously made me fat with the amount of resources I've got. So, yeah. Rat says hello. Rat, I'm gonna say hello to you, but I am actually ending the stream right now, everybody. So everyone who came out to the stream today, thank you very much. Thanks for getting me on a bunch of controversial topics that could probably get me in trouble with Lilith. But hey, it is what it is. So thanks for coming out to the stream today, everybody. It was very fun grinding Marauders. Usually grinding Marauders is pretty boring, but with the chat by my side, which is you guys, and with the power of horrific luck at the end of the stream, getting no 3-day speed ups on 50 chests, I guess we have to say goodbye to that. So everybody who came down today, massive thank you, and I really do hope to see you all in the next one. I guess good night for people who are in countries where it's nighttime, and goodbye for those who are not. And I will probably see you guys in the next one. See ya.